Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Xbox International Podcast. Man, oh man, we're on flight 120, and man, it's been one hell of a crazy week. I mean, what's happening out here these days? What's been happening though? I mean, it got crazy out here with everything going on with, especially with the price hike. I mean, a lot of people doing some crazy stuff out there. But anyways, we will talk about it later on during the show because why the heck not? And man, Blow, I'm going to kill you because I don't have nothing to like. How am I going to introduce our fellow man here? He is. I mean, what? Give me some
Wait,
tips.
you don't know our guest?
I know he's Boricua star, of course, but give me some. They didn't get any feedback. Like, okay, introduce him like this, do this, like we always do. We get some feedback, some fun facts because I had to come in late because I had a meeting at work that was supposed to be at 11. It came out to be 3, ended up at 5, so I had to run over here with traffic and everything. I didn't have any time. But either way, though, we have the man from Puerto Rico. He's even better than Shaddai. Mr. Boricua Star, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the Xbox International Podcast.
Hey guys, I appreciate you for inviting me to the XBI podcast in English version. I'm really excited. What can I say? I took the time. I said, hey, I'm not gonna do my podcast, which I usually do on Wednesdays, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I said, this is a big opportunity just to get to know you guys, get to know another demographic. So basically, I have a podcast that I started back in August. It's called Boricua's Gamecast. It's a refreshing, entertaining, very type of different video game podcast, which we have different segments, and it's very fun. So I'm just putting in a pause, and actually we're co-streaming live right now. I want to mention that. So.
Awesome.
Even though my English is not very good looking, I'm streaming on my channel, your podcast, and we're on Twitch also. We're on YouTube, and we're recording this. So thank you again. I'm very appreciative of you inviting me.
All right. And thank you, brother, for joining us on this 120 episode, especially one hell of a crazy week that's happening with Game Pass, man. Lots of fun to do today. And man, you're better than Nintendo Shaddai. So we're happy you're here. And this show is way better than the Xbox International Podcast in Espanol, since they always run around saying that we are not the best. So guess what? Yes, we are. We are the kings out here. And speaking about kings, the king of baseball, Mr. Jason Biggs, nickname Mr. Plume. How you doing today, sir? And what have you been playing? Oh, I forgot to ask Boricua, but I'll ask him after that.
I'm doing great. I mean, lots to talk about. Boricua, thank you for stopping by. Nice to meet you. And I'm sure we're going to have some great conversations tonight, so it should be a fun time. Yeah, I'm doing great. I think probably doing better than you, Louis. If you're just rushing home for work, I can tell you're still out of breath. But what have I been playing? I've been dabbling a decent amount in the First Descendant over the last couple of days. That's what I've been jumping into. It's gameplay is very addicting. I don't care about really the story. I don't care about the characters, but really all I care about is the gameplay, and that hits on the gameplay front. So we'll see if that game does continue to deliver before I have to start spending money and stuff in it, because it is free to play.
All right. But guess what? You know how much GameSpot gave it as a rating? Did you hear the news? They gave it a 5.
Yeah, I don't care. It's fun to play.
I don't know.
I love Crackdown 3, and IGN gave that a 3. So those review scores don't mean anything to me.
Exactly. I mean, how can they give it a 5, especially a game that everyone is enjoying out there on Twitter, but it's talking about it. Everybody's saying it's such a great game. They give it a 5. What's wrong with them? I don't know. But okay.
I heard it has a bunny costume or something.
As a bunny costume? Oh, that's probably give it a 5. The one that two had the bunny costume, kind of like, what's that game about the girl, running around doing some crazy stuff? I won't say the name.
I believe that Bunny is a very popular character, right? Because everyone's running around with Bunny, and they're like basically destroying the game because, you need like different characters for role and support. And if you go out and head out with a team of bunnies, they're going to get clobbered.
And
it's a cool character I don't use her, but from what I understand, it's she does like AoE attacks and stuff, and it's like very different, fun to play. I think I may end up trying her soon.
All right, and since it's on Boricua Star, real quick, Boricua Star, tell us what you've been playing, sir. I forgot to ask you about
Don't
that.
worry about it. No biggie.
Yeah.
As dusk falls, I really enjoy way back with the Telltale games, Walking Dead, and all those type of adventure games, not Avenger. And Life is Strange. I play those games. So I went to As Dusk Falls. I really said I had that one in my backlog. And it's just the art style, man. Look at the art style. It has a great story with multiple characters. It has a lot of quick time events, so you need to push, like go left or go right when you see the prompt. But I like those type of games. I mean, I remember back the days when I was playing Shenmue that they had a lot of quick time events. So I love quick time events.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, Shenmue, and I love making tough decisions. And I usually don't replay those type of games, so I stick to stick to my guns, stick to my decisions. So I just do it once, and I'm not going back, or I don't like stop the save and go back. But it really has a very good narrative, multiple characters, great acting, great voice acting, and of course the visual arts, and it's sort of like stop images. It feels like a comic, but alive. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You understand? But yes, I'm playing that game. Also, I was telling back to when I was talking to Sour that I was playing. I was coming back to Overwatch 2 because of the Transformer. I don't know if you heard of that. That they got some skins for Overwatch, and
Yes, sir.
I was having so much fun. I said like it's a long time since I played Overwatch. When it released the second one, I couldn't get in the queue. They were like filled up, and I just uninstalled it. But again, I played the game and I said, this is a great game. I mean, between all those Call of Duties and those Fortnites, we kind of forgot a little bit about Overwatch. I don't know, you think the same as I do, but it's a very strategically game. It has a lot of personality with a lot of great characters. And of course, with those cool skins and Transform and the vibe, I just got into that. And also I was playing Alone in the Dark in my PlayStation 5. Even though, it's not Resident Evil, it's not, Silent Hill, it's not the Top Guns. It was one of the originals way back. I don't know if it was 92, 93. And I'm having a lot of fun. Just the story, it's not like the best game, like controlling, but the story is kind of fun. The voice acting is pretty good. So, we recognize some of the characters there. I forgot the name of the actor, but of course he's been in Stranger Things. He's been in a Gran Turismo movie, and I'm forgetting the name right now, but he's a great actor, and I'm having fun. He was always a third person, more of a puzzly type of game, not so much actiony. It has its elements of mystical elements of horror, but I'm enjoying Alone in the Dark, and it's very recommendable if you're up to the task.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Real quick. Chat. Before I go to Sour Blow, I gotta go to the super chat real fast. And not only that, chat, I got a question for you. If Louis was a transformer, what kind of transformer should Louis be? Go, chat. Let's have some fun. Yeah, that's a good one. But anyways, MJ Dark with the beautiful, awesome $5 super chat. He says, Louis, when is your podcast? Tales from the Prison Shower airing. Also, Veronica, best RE games. Silent Cypher loves Pokemon. Hey Plume, hey Sour. And we can throw some Silent Cypher since he's not here. Because hey, I gotta get some revenge for all the clips he's been getting me from my morning shows. And Sour Blow keeps on setting me on traps. And speaking about Sour Blow putting traps on me, how are you doing, sir? And what have you been playing?
All right. Well, first of all, thank you, Boricua. I know you got your podcast today. Thank you so much for coming over. And as you guys see, he already started to put some of his flavor in the podcast. Like we usually don't put the gameplay, and he before the podcast he told me, hey, can you put the gameplay right next? So if you guys like that, we can actually try to do that for the upcoming episodes. I thought that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm super excited to be here with Boricua, and what I've been playing. I was just talking before the podcast. I'm playing Chain Echoes. I'm mind blown with the game. I just noticed that it's developed by one person, and it's amazing. Like the game, it invites you to go like traverse the like it compensates you for going around the different areas. You can find collect like you can find things that actually have meaning, things that are like to upgrade your armor, to upgrade your weapon, to power up things. There's lots of things that is not meaningless. The story is pretty good. Like you have several characters, and you slowly get to know each character. Each person got different storyline, different personalities. You get different combinations of them. Um, the combat is super interesting, even though it's turn based.
Hmm.
It's not your typical turn based, and it's not even like Sea of Star. Cause like Sea of Star has the whole thing with the combat where it's like, and it's pretty cool. Like nothing wrong with Sea of Star. I actually loved it, but I think Chain Echo, like right now, it's on a different level. Like I'm playing it and it's super exciting. Like I was just talking real quick before the podcast. I was just battling like a mini boss while being in the elevator, and in that elevator, I gotta make sure I don't get game over because there's certain things in the elevator where you control the elevator like which direction it goes up, down, uh, west, east, and you got to make sure you don't go to like a skull area where you get game over. But there's different things like heart, which basically it regenerates your health and stuff like that. But at the same time, you're trying to worry about different things like your combat at a mini boss, but also there's things with the way you combat. It's You guys should try it if you like JRPGs. Even if you used to like it and now you don't like it, try it because it's not your typical JRPG and it's not your typical turn based. Like it's more interesting. It's not just like click A or XXX whatever. It's pretty interesting. What
Awesome.
about you, Lou? How you doing?
Thank
And
you.
what have you been playing, Crazy Lou?
I've been playing Dog Sitter. I've been playing what's it called? I've been playing Captain on my boat that I went on to. I went on an adventure. I was gonna do a captain spot, but it was too damn hot for me to bring the cell phone out. But yes, I actually did a video at least. It was part one. And I was gonna do more videos in case I saw like cool stuff or something. But man, it was just too hot. And also, I played hockey because I gotta get better to face Puma again. So at least my 10-0 streak gets better. It's to like 1 to 10 or something, or 2 to 10. I don't know, but I gotta do something because Boom kicked my butt. That's what I've been playing because to be honest, though, I've just been getting home. I've been tired. Been tons of work lately for me. Tons of things happening, but good stuff, and I'm doing really well, Salvo. Thank you for asking. And man, oof, we got lots to talk about. So Sour security screening, brother, before we talk about our flight itinerary and
Do,
captain's announcement.
do you want to shout out the chat real quick?
Let's see. Should I do that real quick? All right, let me shout out the chat real quick. It's MJ Dark in the house. What's up, MJ Dark? Back from the dead. What's up, Dayreezy? What's up, Dayreezy? How you doing? John TJ, my brother John TJ. Hello, hello, hello. Megalodon Foster, ¿cómo estás, mi hermano? Let's keep on going down. Gunstar XX0. Man, Gunstar XX0, let me tell you something. I gotta shout him out. I really have to. You know why? Because this man stand beside me while I was playing that damn Indica game that I really, really freaking hate. That man stood by me the whole 4.5 hours till the end when we said WTF. We're like, what the hell is going on? But yes, he stood by me the whole time. Thank you for that, Gunstar. I really appreciate it. Oh man, Ray G, what's up, brother Ray G? And man, look who's here. She had to come by again. Britney Spears in the house. Listen, Britney, remember what I always say in the morning. I'll repeat it again. It's rated G, little PG, no PG-13 and rated R. So please behave, Britney, just in case. Noise Mofo, what's up, Noise Mofo? How you doing, brother? How you doing? And welcome to the Xbox International Podcast. And oh man, Sablo, take it away. Let's get this show on the road. Sour, did you go? Did Sour die?
I think Sour's offline, Lou, so you're gonna have to take the show on the road.
I had to take the show on the road. Ah, God dang it. All right, wait, give me a second. Where is the thing? Okay, it's right here. All right. Okay, so security screening is Sauerblue. Wait, Sauerblue muted? Oh no, I don't know. But it is a security screening. So Boricua Star, we do a security screening check before we get somebody on the plane, a guest, right? So these are a couple questions, you have to answer, with a lot of love and care, no problem. But yes, let's start with you, buddy, right away, so we can get to the fight area and get on this fight.
Let's go
So
for it. Let's go for it.
the first question is a time capsule question, and that is constellation. Is it constellation or no? I said constellation. Constellation has chosen you to pick three games that will go into space in a time capsule, as means of introducing all the life forms to our planet. What three games would you choose and why?
Well, I would say The Last of Us. The Last of Us must go to the time capsule to space. I mean, The Last of Us is still to this day, it's a very special game to me. It has it's not only the gameplay, even though it's a third person action adventure game, but the story, man. I love a game, single player story. That's so. I'm not a fan of open world games so much. I love linear games because it's the direction of the producer or the director, and it's the pacing of the game and the development of the characters, the interaction between the characters. It always something different. It feels like a movie. It feels like you're there. So I would choose The Last of Us. Plus, the multiplayer on that first game is just completely underrated. I love the multiplayer of Last of Us. I really do. It's more of a stealth based, not like guns blazing and everything, So Last of Us must go. And I would say Final Fantasy VII.
Which one? The new ones or the old one?
Well, actually, the old one, because what it did for me and my personal, I wasn't a JRPG gamer. I wasn't a big fan. And I remember that Final Fantasy VII was coming to the Nintendo 64. Then everything blew up. They couldn't fit it on the cartridge, so they did it with Sony because they had more space on the disc. And that world with 3 discs, it came with 3 discs. It just blow my mind. And for that game alone, it took me on a roller coaster of games like Wild Arms, the first one, Suikoden, Xenogears, Breath of Fire 3, and I was like testing a lot of JRPGs to that, thanks to that game. So I really love Final Fantasy VII. That must go to space. Last of Us must go to space, and of course, Metal Gear Solid, the Hideo Kojima masterpiece, the PlayStation 1 game. It revolutionized the whole series from that point on, even though it was back in the MSX. It was on the NES also in the late 80s. But what Metal Gear Solid did, I believe, in 1998 for me, oh man, it's just, again, it's more of a interactive movie. People hated it because it was more like cutscenes. But it had a lot of very original gameplay. I mean, like, what's the frequency to talk to the colonel? Just go to the back of the box to see what's the frequency. Of course, the Psycho Mantis fight, which could read your memory card, and you could not control your controller, and then you had to unplug it because there were no wireless at that time. So you had to unplug it from the first to the second one to control it. I mean, it just goes on and on to some of the most memorable moments. It's more like, 20-something years from that game. And it's just a beloved character, Snake, and all that. So that also is a great game. I believe those are 3 of my favorite games, actually. So off to space.
All right, awesome.
Real quick, there's a game you should check out. It's called Black State. The guys shared it through the message. It kind of has some Metal Gear to it, so
nice.
You might find it interesting.
I like Splinter Cell. I mean, I played basically every Splinter Cell and finished it. So yeah.
Okay.
But
did
Black
like
State.
Siphon Filter also?
Yeah, I did with Logan. Yeah. I read something in the internet that they were trying to go to that direction, but once Metal Gear Solid, they blew it out of the out of the place. So but they wanted to do a spy thriller, action spy thriller, stealth base. But again, they were miles away with what we're doing at that moment, Hideo Kojima. So I really appreciate his vision and everything.
All right. Sorry, you want to take it back or should I continue?
I got this one.
Okay.
Because before the next question, we actually got Silent Cypher real quick. He wanted to pass by and he wanted to say hello real quick. So, Silent Cypher, say hi to everyone. He said he can't talk right now, but he just wanted to wave hello. So if you guys can see him.
See you. Where's that Cypher? I don't see you.
We don't see him.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't see him yet. Where is he? Oh, man. Oh my god!
I guess he's enjoying his food, I believe.
Oh my god! Yes, some revenge for Lou. Oh my god! Hey! Oh man! Oh, that's me. That's me, Salvo. He's gonna come get you. He's gonna go get you for that. He's gonna get you. He's gonna go get you.
He's in the trap too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man,
Oh,
sorry.
man.
I had to do it, sorry. I had to do
Okay.
it.
Okay. Oh, man. Go to hell.
Okay,
Go to hell.
So this next question, it's a hypothetical question, and let's say you got on a flight and you decided to sleep for the duration of the flight. However, when you wake up, there's next to you is your gaming idol. Like it could be, for example, we use Phil Spencer as an example, but it could be anyone you want.
It could be Lou.
Yeah, it could be Lou.
Yeah.
Who would want that? But but who would that person be? And then you have 2 to 3 minutes to talk to that person or introduce yourself. What will you tell that person, and who would that person be? First of all,
I mean, that's tough because I did mention Hideo Kojima, so Hideo Kojima for me would be. But I would go with, sorry, I would go with Shigeru Miyamoto. I mean, Shigeru Miyamoto is basically Nintendo. I mean, that guy is special, his creativity, his vision, his developing of all the characters that he's done, all those memorable characters. So I mean, what could you say to the man? I mean, he's but he looks so humble. He looks so he's, I mean, I believe he's like that, right? So I would say that I'm into games thanks to him, and I appreciate what he did for.
Oh, you're gonna start? All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Ready? Go.
Okay, so basically, I would say I was between Hideo Kojima or Shigeru Miyamoto, but I would say Shigeru Miyamoto. As I was explaining to the guys, Shigeru Miyamoto is basically Nintendo, and I would talk to him. He looks very humble. He looks very fun type of guy to hang out. I mean, I don't know. It seems to be, and I would say I'm very appreciative because even though back in the Atari days, that's why when I started gaming, it was Nintendo which rescued the market after the market crash back in '83. So, and Nintendo just revolutionized everything. And if it wasn't for Nintendo, I think we wouldn't be playing games. We wouldn't be playing video games. Maybe there would be another company, but the way they entered the market and say we are here and we're saving the video game market, that's so big. That's a lot of people. It's not Shigeru Miyamoto only, but his influence, Donkey Kong, Mario, Zelda, I believe Metroid, Kirby, all those fantastical characters that we're still playing. So I really appreciate what he has done. And I believe the Nintendo Entertainment System, the 8-bit one, is one of my top 3 consoles of all time. I'm not going to say the other 2, but that would be another podcast of mine, Boricua's Gamecast. You can follow me there. Yeah, that's what I would say. I mean, I got 30 seconds, and I would say, hey, let's go to Japan. Where are we going? I mean, I would ask him what are his hobbies, or what does he do when he's not designing video games. I would go more personal to that stuff. So yeah, that's my answer. Hope I passed the screening.
Nice. You did. You passed, and you're the first guest that actually has a timer there.
Oh,
This is
excellent.
new,
I'm
so
surprised you didn't play the Game Awards music as it was at 1 minute or something.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
no, that's for Lou.
What do you mean that's for me? What?
Okay, so all right. So usually I do the topics, but for today, we got Lou doing the topics.
What?
Yeah, you're doing the topics. I wasn't even gonna
Oh,
be here
crap.
today.
Surprise.
So surprise.
I was
So
like, oh,
before that, real quick, I do want to say to everyone in the chat, I see 70 people are watching us right now. Most of the people are watching us on Twitter. So if you can, please pass through YouTube. That's the best way to follow us and support us. Make sure you hit like, you subscribe, and you share it to your friends. Also, we have a Discord, which we're starting to use. We plan to do, to play with the community and do some other stuff. Like, for example, we have MLB, the show tournament coming up. It starts August the 5th, I believe. Yes, August the 5th. And we're going to have like a regular season, which will last a month. And then we will have the playoff, etc. There will be prizes. So make sure you join Discord. That's the best way to get informed. And even if you don't want to participate in the tournament, you can watch some of the games, or you can interact with us, etc. I'm planning. I gotta do it tonight. We're doing a channel, which is gonna be called Pick on Lou or something like that.
Wait, what do
We're
you
gonna have
mean?
all the memes Lou, all the crazy Lou memes.
Pick on Lou. You're gonna have a slot on Discord saying pick on Lou. That's what you gotta
Exactly.
say.
Yes, that's
Right.
what we're
Yeah.
gonna have. Yep.
Hey,
Oh
Sour,
Lord.
can I say one more thing?
Oh, sure.
You have not mentioned one very important thing that you mentioned me right before we started, because you're like the Undertaker. You got the streak. You got 120 right episodes. You're still
120
undefeated. You know what I'm saying?
Not sure. I'm lost.
Was that what? Wait.
120 episodes straight. You have it.
That's Bill Goldberg's streak. I think he went to 140.
I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
But wait. But is that a Shaddai joke?
No. What
Okay.
happened is I told him that I was probably, because he told me he could be on this episode. I had told him before, and I
Yeah.
told him it was possible that I most likely wasn't going to be here. And because of the whole storm and everything, that's why I'm actually here. my
But he hasn't missed
my
an
activity
episode.
got canceled. So I think I haven't missed an episode, have I?
So that's an achievement.
I think. Yeah. Oh no, you came by. Yeah, I did one episode me, and then you came by. I don't know. I have to check that out. But yeah.
Recount.
it's crazy. Recount. All right.
All right, Lou, you ready? No pressure.
Wait, what? What pressure with what?
If
No,
no pressure.
right.
If the podcast goes wrong, it's all on
It's all on you, Louis.
It's all on me. We're not gonna do a captain's announcement.
Oh yeah, you ready?
No, I'm not ready because you're supposed to go to the flight itinerary. We're talking
What do you
about.
mean? That's the first thing we do, the flight itinerary.
You did not do it because we went offline, so I had to do the
All right,
screen.
I'll do it real quick.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Whatever.
Give me 1 second. We get prepared. Wait, where is this thing? Okay, be right back.
All right. Well, first thing is, yes, our guest passed the security screening, so he's going on the flight. And we're going to talk a little bit. There we go. So we're going to talk about Insomnia Games, and I believe some developers are leaving the Wolverine game. We're going to talk about everything with Game Pass, which there's some good news, I guess, but there's some really bad news. And then if we have time, we actually have a little game at the end.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You ready,
interesting.
Captain?
Yes, sir. I am ready. Yeah, there you go. I got my little warrior hat on.
Warrior's not a pilot, though.
Wait, what? Yes, he is. He drives a cart, man, everywhere.
He's not a flight pilot, though.
Yeah, he is. Because if you can switch the cards to Mario Kart, they kind of float. So he's kind of like a flat
All
pilot.
right. I'll give you a pass there.
You give me a pass there, but anyways.
Oh, and a shout out to Elvio. I've read his comments. Shout out to Elvio right there. So
Yeah,
So-
shout out to Elvio and shout out to Xbox International en Español. Every
yeah, to
Friday.
those
every
guys.
Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially since us are better. Yeah, that's true. All
And
right.
to the crew of Boricua's Gamecast, they're probably also seeing the program right now. So, salúdame, Bori, salúdame.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sour has turned on the subscribe button. Please store your food and beverages next to your desk underneath the seat or in front of you. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. And also make sure you've hit the like and subscribe as we take off. We gently remind you that smoking and drinking are not prohibited on this flight. However, saying yes to the oh my god, I had it in my head, now it left me.
No, I got one better for you.
What's up?
However, charging to vote in the Game Awards is strictly prohibited.
I was gonna say saying yes to what Game Pass is doing and say that people have a disease is strictly prohibited. We all
Oh,
know who we're looking at.
I don't know
Hmm.
about that. I don't know
Ah, I
that
saw
one.
that one out there. Yes.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight panelists. Thank you. So I'm gonna take care of the show today since Sarah Blow wasn't here. Oh crap. Here we go. Put this water right here. Let me get ready. Let me freshen up. Woo. All right, let me spray some Lysol. All right, now we're looking good. Let's go. Let's get this thing on the road. All right. So takeoff for the. Oh man, I went into the wrong one. Okay, here we go. So for takeoff, topic number one, guys. Wolverine PS5 narrative leaves Insomniac for CD Project Red. Woohoo, man. Marvel's Wolverine PS5 story lead Mary Kinney. Is it Kenny? Is it Kenny? Kinney? Sorry for butchering her name, but Mary Kinney has announced her departure from Insomniac Games for CD Project Red. Her move comes months after Wolverine lost its art director Aaron Habibpour. Habibpour. Did I say that right? Sorry about that too. To CDPR. It was Habib. I'm sorry.
Flight's going down.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Kene,
yeah.
who was also co-leading Wolverine story development, spent over 5 years at Insomniac Games, during the which she worked on Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. So, guys, ever since the hack happened, which a lot of people played and beat in the Wolverine game, my question is to the panel, and I'll start with you, Boricua Star. Is Wolverine game actually in development hell since this person has departed the studio?
Well, actually, I think they've been in development hell since the leaks. There were a lot of leaks about the Wolverine game. Um I'm not sure if it's development hell, even though it's not normal that you have one of the top guys leaving the company. But I do believe that they can handle it, and they will definitely find someone who can continue their vision, and hopefully it's gonna be a great game. At the end of the day, that's what we want. But of course, losing one of the tops, it's leaving a mark. Not only from inside the company, but the people that are out there that are consumers like us, that we love, those type of Insomnia games, like of course the Spider-Man games. But I do have a lot of faith on the game, on the character. I mean, if Wolverine Origins wasn't that bad way back in a couple of years, I don't know, you got to play that game. It wasn't that bad. That old Wolverine, I mean, it's gonna be better than that, definitely. So I do have faith. They're in development hell, but they're gonna steer the ship, and everything's gonna be fine, and we're gonna forget about it. It's gonna sell millions of copies, and it will be good. Even though at the moment, at the present, it looks bad, it's not that bad at the end of the day.
Because here's the thing, though, with when the hack happened, the leaks and everything that went on, right? People actually played the game and beaten the game. So they literally, what I'm thinking is they went back and are doing something with the game. I mean, they got to be doing something because we have no release window to it. We have nothing happening. We have no announcement, and they think that it's going to be announced for 2025. I think it's going to be for later on. And now I'm going to move into Plume. What are your thoughts about this? Is it in development hell, and when do you think this game will be released?
Is it in development hell? I gonna say no, because to me Insomniac delivers pretty much every time they make a game. I love Insomniac. I love the games that they make. They're my favorite studio at PlayStation, and it's because they focus like on fun gameplay over anything. I mean, I love the Ratchet and Clank games. Spider-Man is awesome. So they haven't really missed. I mean, Even with like Sunset Overdrive when they released it on the Xbox One was one of my favorite games that generation. So they haven't missed in a while. I can't think of a last game that they've released that has been bad, and I don't really see that changing here with Wolverine. Those people leaving could be something bad, and maybe I'm wrong, or it could also just be they've done their part for the game. They've done what they need to do. They're moving on to new things, and they've left their work there for the new somebody new to come in, or for the rest of the team to just finish the game off. I do think it will be announced in 2025. I do think it will be coming out at the end of the year in 2025. At this point, PlayStation has to have it next year because
Hmm.
I like right now. There's been 2 years, right? They've had Spider-Man 2. It's been 2 years since they've had a really big hit. I don't. I think they are. I think next year, and I've been saying this now for a while on my channel and everything, is that yeah, these last 2 years have been terrible for PlayStation. There's no roadmap. We don't know what's coming. I'm expecting 2025 to start off with a bit like getting a roadmap or getting something where PlayStation finally starts being able to show off all the games that they have been working on. I don't know if that'll mean like 4 or 5 games come out 2025, but I'm thinking maybe 2 big games come out next year. And I think Wolverine potentially will be one of those. I mean, we saw the leaks, but the leaks are also a very old build. The game was probably far further along than that from what we did see. So yeah, I don't think so. I'm not. I wouldn't be worried about Wolverine if I was a PlayStation fan. Was and looking forward to that game.
All right, all right, all right. And Salblo, you want to know why Salblo? I mentioned development hell because if this happened to you know who, they would have said this game is in development hell. It's all in trouble. We would have seen everywhere from the media and everybody out there on Twitter saying whatever game that if one iconic person leaves from that studio, they're going to say it's in development hell. So that's why I'm saying, is it in development hell? Why not ask the questions as nobody's talking about it, right? So, Sablo, my question is to you, buddy. Do you think they actually went back and said, okay, let's change a couple things since the game came out from the leaks, right? The game came out, people played it. Do you think they actually are changing gameplay, doing stuff, because of everything that just happened, right? From the leaks and everything. And the question also is it in development hell? And do you think what's the time window of release? You think it's going to be for 26 or 27 because of everything that happened last year with its leak?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go Adam Cole with this. If you watch wrestling, you know what I mean.
Adam Cole, baby.
It's story time with Sour Blow, baby. So, so funny thing. This morning, I actually watched this video where someone was talking about this developer that was signed to City Project, or she announced that she joined City Project. And I have not looked at the topic. I just looked at it now, and I actually copied her name while you were talking, Crazy Lou. And I saw her picture, and it's actually the same developer that announced that she was going to City Project Red. So the funny thing about all this is that she's a huge supporter of Sweet Baby Inc. And that kind of explains a lot because I had let's just say I had a huge spoiler from the Wolverine storyline. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm just gonna say it's something that most people will probably not like, and her leaving might mean that they might want to change some things. So I personally think that this is probably might be a good thing, because I highly doubt that most Wolverine fans would like that change to the story. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's something huge. Sweet Baby Inc. So you guys might imagine what it has to be about. I don't think they're in development hell. I do think that the leak was unfortunate. Um, and I do think they might have to rechange some things, revisit some things. I mean, the game is practically like out. Like people played it, like you mentioned. However, of course, it needed more polishing and more stuff. So what I think is now, because of the reception and everything being out, they're gonna go back, change some things. Maybe they'll get a writer that will change things without having to to do like years and years of development. So I do think the game will be like delay, even though it doesn't have a date, but delay from the date that they initially thought it was gonna release. But I think at the end it might be a great thing for this game. Honestly, to be honest,
All right.
that's what I think.
All right, all right, all right. And since we're on the subject of PlayStation, guys, and I have to jump into this one because why the hell not? Analyst predicts PlayStation 7 will be major departure from previous consoles in one major way. Oh my god! I mean, when I read this last week, I was over there with the kind of getting sunburned and everything. I said, "Oh, this was going to be interesting to talk about on Monday, and especially over the weekend." I had a good conversation with a former employee that used to work in Sony PlayStation, and between the 2010s to I think it was 2016, 17. He told me, I don't remember, but yes, we have a lovely conversation about this, and this is where it gets interesting because after I saw this, I'm like, and he told me everything. I was like, interesting why the analyst says this. A reputable industry analyst has predicted that Sony may renounce physical game releases by the time PlayStation 7 launches. The gaming giant already offers an all-digital variant of its current console, PlayStation 5, alongside the more conventional disc-based model. However, if market trends and analysts are any indication, Sony's focus on digital-only gaming might expand further for subsequent console generations, meaning that there probably will not be a PlayStation 7. There probably will not be. That's what analysts say. And that was Matt Piscatella who said that. I don't know if I butchered his name, but Matt was the one who said that. And this is the interesting story, and I'm going to be real brief about it. So, like I said, I talked to somebody who was a former employee from Sony, and he gave me some inside scoops. And the inside scoop is that when they got PlayStation Now, basically they were thinking about not making a PS5. They were literally going to go all digital into gaming and stuff like that. I was like, really? That's interesting. We're really thinking about doing what Xbox has been doing nowadays with the Game Pass. Put it everywhere, have games everywhere for everybody to use. They were actually not really focusing on making a PlayStation 5. Can you guys believe that or not? Of what I'm saying?
I gotta say real quick, when I was
What's
a
up?
kid, I remember seeing the PlayStation 9 commercial. So if there's no PlayStation 9, then can I sue them?
Oh, I don't know if you can or not.
PlayStation 9.
So,
You know,
guys,
you never got to see that commercial, Flo?
I never saw it.
Oh,
It was like a
the
little circle,
I'm
and it
I'm
was
looking
a
it up right now. I think I remember this one. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
yes, I remember this. Yes,
It,
I
yes.
got I
it,
gotta
it,
see that commercial.
it was a pretty cool concept,
Yeah.
but no. Jokes
Yeah, I
aside,
remember that.
I'm gonna jump on this one real quick. Um, so I honestly I think everyone's going that route.
Mhm.
Nintendo's probably gonna be the last one to do it because I mean, let's face it, they're in a pretty good position right now, so they don't have to jump the guns on that. Um, I do think that the infrastructure and everything, Microsoft is probably the favorite to do it first. And unfortunately, for many people, shout out to Shaddai. Unfortunately for you, Shaddai, it's physical is gonna end sooner
It's
or
game
later.
over, man. Game over.
Sooner or later, physical is gonna end. Sadly, but, I mean, maybe we still have collectibles and stuff like that, but it's gonna be like limited because they really make more money out of the digital. And as the main topic, which we're gonna talk later on, companies they want money. That's the main goal at the end of the day. You can think they're your friends, but
The
they
money
want money.
grubbing company.
So I'm actually surprised that you mentioned that this quickly, like they were at least thinking about the not
Yep.
making a PS5 because mostly like they're usually behind Xbox. They
Mhm.
look at what Xbox do, and then I wouldn't say they necessarily copy them, but it's like I think they don't like taking risks because they are a smaller company, and why take risks when you're you're ahead in that field, and at the same time you have less leeway, less money to take all these high risks. So you let the competition take the risk, and then you come, okay, this is sustainable. Let me do it now, and then you can also look at what they did wrong, what they did good, and I mean it's smart. It's a smart strategy.
Yeah, because here's the thing, though, and this is what part of the things he told me was that when they invested into PlayStation Now, it started to bleed for them a lot. I mean, they were heavily invested into it. It was starting to bleed, and by the end of like the generation of PlayStation 4, is when the PlayStation Now started to pick up a little bit for them. It started to pick up a little bit for them. And what's funny is because a lot of people say this. This is not like made up or anything. A lot of people say this, and they think that PS5 was rushed. They think that.
I always said that. Remember?
Yeah, you always said that, and a lot of people think that because with him explaining that to me, I was like, wow, that's really amazing. I mean, so basically, we all know that Sony was the first one, to start with the whole live service thing, and then we see Xbox come up with the Game Pass, the cloud and everything. We saw them pump that up and do the live service and all that stuff. So hearing that story, I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing. I don't know why didn't Sony continue with it, especially since they invested into that heavily, and they should have continued with PlayStation Now, and we would have probably not seen a PS5. We probably would have not seen it. But it's interesting they went back and decided to make this console and not focus that much on the service. And look now, because we're seeing them play catch up. Because I mean, there's a rumor out there that they're trying to like invest into Amazon Fire Stick. They're trying to invest into other places to put the PS Plus everywhere. I mean, it's insane, and I was really like amazed. I was like, when he was telling me all this, like, no way, this can't be real. And he's like, yes, it's real. I mean, they wanted to like really focus on the PS Plus, I mean PS Now, but the problem with the PS Now was literally bleeding them money. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I just want to say this. If
Yeah.
you have built computers, if you worked with computers, and you
Hmm.
look at the internal of the PlayStation 5, there's no way you're gonna tell me that was their final product vision of what the PS5 should have been. So that's why I personally think it was rushed.
Yep. So let me jump now. Let me move on over to Boricua Star. Boricua Star, I got a question for you,
I,
brother.
I think Boricua. Oh, he's there.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here, guys. Sorry.
Okay, but Boricua, I got a question for you, brother. And man, I hope you have an awesome answer to this question. And that is, Boricua Star, will we see a PS6 with the way Sony is going on their first party titles? Because look what's going on with the first party titles. They literally do not have nothing. Will we see it or not?
I believe so. I believe there's gonna be a PS6. I believe the industry's video game industry is definitely changing, and definitely we're gonna be seeing more of a digital world. Of course, I believe there's still gonna be a physical medium, but it's gonna be like a small one, like a niche market. Uh, but definitely, I believe that with all those controversies, they are trying. They're seeing what Microsoft is doing, and of course they want to promote their services. And when the Xbox Game Pass arrived, they were like thinking Sony was like, hey, we could do this, and they develop it. Also, I remember they bought way back Gaikai was the company, so they could stream games via the cloud. But I definitely believe so. I believe that it's gonna be on another console, but there's gonna be like a more of a digital approach. It's gonna be broader, and they're gonna try the same thing that Microsoft is doing. Like, hey, if you can play it on a TV, on a smart TV, or on a Amazon Fire Stick, or they're trying to emulate that, and I see taking advantage, or probably maybe innovating, because that's what the market is. I mean, if someone does something good, you want to top it off or do it better. And we've seen it in products, we've seen it in services, not only in the video game industry. So I believe there's going to be a PS6. I believe there's going to be some changes. Probably the PS6 is going to be all digital. Who knows? But they're evolving, and they're going to stay here for a long time. They're not going anywhere. Yeah.
All right, all right. Good answer, good answer. I mean, will we see actual gains right now? Because the way they're going, I mean, it's a scary thing.
It's,
It's a
it's just
scary thing.
it's something that's happening right now. But I mean, they have a good trajectory of games. I mean, since Uncharted, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima. Even though we're seeing they're going multi-platforms, also they were seeing it on PC games. I never thought, a couple of years back that we're gonna see God of War on PC, and we have it. And there's a lot of games that are Returnal, and I believe Ratchet and Clank also they're on PC. So that's good for the consumer, and it's good for them because they get the games, they get the money out of those games. People that don't have consoles, who are PC gamers, it's a broader approach. So the game wars, the way back, Nintendo, Sega, and all those things, it's just over. I mean, there's no console wars. I don't believe that. We're seeing it clearly that they want to be everywhere, from your TV, from your tablet, on your laptop, and of course consoles, and they just want to play how you want to play. Just give me the money and just enjoy it, the best medium that you want to play it in.
All right, all right, all right. Now to the big Plume, the man, the man, the man. Let's go, big Plume. So, Plume, my question is to you, buddy. Right? Since we're seeing that Sony lately has been trying to catch up with Xbox, and trying to catch up in the way they're doing it. Like, for example, we all saw that in 2020 or 2019, they started putting their games on another platform. Yes, Sony did go third party, and people don't actually believe it. And now we're seeing that Sony is moving closer to mobile because they even showed it on the little sheet that they did. And with everything going on, do you think that they are thinking like later on in the near future, because it's bound to happen, I believe so, that they're actually going to ditch the platform idea and just move into service?
I think not PS6, maybe PS7. They could end up doing that. I think consoles eventually will be gone at some point. I think we'll have one more generation at the very least, and then that may be the end of them as internet gets better, it gets more spread out, and more people have just better connections to be able to do things like cloud gaming and have more ability at cheaper cost to access games on multiple devices. I think that's going to be a major thing, because if you could think about a console, right, you could back in previous generations, and it's still even right now, even though the prices haven't lowered, but the console is convenience, it's price, and that's the major reasons why people play on consoles. It's because you're not having to build a PC and everything. Spend that $1,000 plus $1,500 or whatever to be able to play the latest game. So they go out and buy a console. You get the latest AAA games, and then obviously the whole convenience side of it, just plugging it in and playing. But now with all of the services we have, that kind of is becoming not as needed. If you can literally plug in the Amazon Fire Stick and connect the controller, most people, and this because the reality is social media doesn't represent the majority of people playing games. It represents like that vocal minority. Most people will take that convenience over anything. They'll take that ease of use and access to be able to get their games, as well as a cheaper cost. And so because of that, eventually the whole industry is going to get to that form of delivering games, I think. And the thing is with PlayStation right now, PS5 still selling extremely well. They have no games right now, no big first party games to push it. And it just, again, it's that narrative that people still love to hold on to for some reason, that first party exclusives are what sell the console, what sell the box. It just, we were seeing these last 2 years. It's like, it's obviously not the case with the PlayStation 5. They're still selling like crazy. They don't have any games that are coming out. The brand is just extremely strong with the marketing and everything. And when people pick up PlayStation 5s to play Call of Duty and Fortnite and those types of games. So I don't think it would be kind of stupid to not make a PS6 when you're outselling the PS4 right now. I think they're tracking ahead of the PS4, which was an insanely good selling console, over 100 million units. So they may even surpass that with the PS5. They're not just going to not offer that option to all of those users who would want to transfer over and buy a PlayStation 6. I think once they start seeing that nobody really wants to transfer to the next generation, they rather just play games in other ways, and they have enough subscribers in PS Plus, and they see people playing in cloud gaming a lot and all that type of stuff, then that's where I think we will see the end of the consoles. Because what's the point of spending all that money developing a platform when people are going to be playing games in other ways, and then you just make more money by putting games without having to actually support the physical hardware, putting games everywhere. So yeah, eventually, I don't think PS6 is going to be. I think we will get a PS6.
All right, all right, all right, all right. And since you talk about service, now it's time to move up to something that happened last week. We talked about it when it was announced, but this week, guys, this week is finally here. We have Xbox Game Pass on the Amazon Fire Stick. Woohoo! Oh man! Real quick, guys, I wanted to ask y'all because after this, we're going to go to the main topic, and I'm going to pass it to Salvo for him to handle it if he wants. Do you want to handle the Salvo main topic?
I guess if
All right, I'll pass it to you, Salvo. Pass it to
even
you.
though I
What's up? You
no, go
what?
ahead, go ahead.
Is there a bird in the chat?
Yeah, there is a bird. There's like a cricket.
More like crickets.
Why? Why would he say
Is
that?
that crickets?
Yeah.
What am
Yeah,
I
why
hearing
is
here?
Crickets, crickets, crickets.
Oh, it was like a bird
What?
chirping.
Is it because I'm doing crickets now? We're going to pass on to this because since Plume talked about Xbox Game Pass is now available on Amazon Fire TV. And what you need to know is this. Last month, we reported that Xbox Game Pass was coming to both Fire Stick TV, Fire TV Stick 4K Max, and Fire TV Stick 4K, allowing you to enjoy the games like Forza Horizon 5 via streaming. Now, the moment is upon us with Microsoft beginning to roll out its new Amazon friendly app in 25 countries as of yesterday. So, my question is to you guys really quick, and let's start with you, Borico Star. Did you try it? Do you have an Amazon Fire Stick? Did you have any problems finding it? Because for me, the first day when it was finally announced that it was going to be available, I went looking for it and I couldn't find it. And did you try it?
Well,
If you
that's some great news. I mean, definitely the reception, the people just trying to locate and buy this Amazon Fire Stick is pretty good. So definitely the first impression on the consumer is like, I'm gonna get this. I don't need it because I have been a console. I'm a first and foremost a console player, and secondly I'm a PC player, but lightly, so more casual. Even though I have my Steam, my Epic Games, and everything. But it's all about choice. It's all about choice. So it's great. I believe it's geared more to the casual gamers, not the hardcore gamers like myself, because you're gonna get connected through the cloud, and of course, there's always a little bit of lag, even though you have a great connection. Even though my experience playing on the cloud, I usually try it out on my console just to try the game and not install it, not wait for the I don't know, 40, 50 gigabytes, and I'm just want to go in. And it usually controls well, so maybe they're going to plug in the Amazon Fire Stick. They're going to definitely go and play some games. And the casual gamer, if it controls well, and they're not exact like a very demanding type of demographic gamer, and if it runs, okay or well enough, usually for slower paced games like maybe adventure games, narrative games. It's gonna be great for that. I don't know if it's gonna be perfect for like a shooter, like a Halo game. Like I love my Halo Infinite, I still love it. I probably, I'm one of the few that still love Halo, right? So, blame me. But again, I'm just saying that it's all about choice. It's definitely for geared toward casual gamers, and on the go. Let's plug it in. Let's play a little bit. Plug my controller. Have some fun on some games, and I believe it's gonna sell well. It looks like it's selling well. So I wouldn't buy it for myself, but it's great. I get gamer choice. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, there's 200 million Amazon Fire Sticks out there.
Look at that.
I myself own like 8 or 9.
Really?
So yeah, I
Wow.
do, I do. I do, I do. I watch all
What
my
do you like
movies.
about what do you like about that? I mean, what's because if you were gonna sell it to me, what would you be your pitch, your sales pitch? Caught you
How
off
can
guard, huh?
I? Oh man, listen, it's a great choice to watch movies, of course. And right now with the Xbox Game Pass coming upon it, I mean, why the heck not? Why don't you get it? I mean, if you got your Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, like I do, and a bunch of people do, right? Log into it, enjoy it. It's a great way to use. I mean, I've heard some people out there on Twitter said they tried it and they said, "Oh, it's kind of like trash." But remember, right now, it's coming around. It's starting to get since it's available for 25 countries, right? When it comes around, I'm thinking it's just going to get better and better each time. But it's a great choice. I mean, if you have an Xbox and you love to play games, it's a great way to just put it in whatever you have, because it's not really that big. It's a small product. It's like pretty much like this big, like really small. And you got to do is just take it, put in the plug, and just take your Elite controller or anything in your book bag, and that's it. You're gone. And when you're in a hotel in Europe or wherever you're at, you just got to connect to the
Like,
internet and start playing the game.
like for example, Crazy Louis, my girlfriend doesn't live with me.
All right.
She doesn't have consoles. But usually, though, on the weekends, Boricua Star is on girlfriend's house. And on the weekends, Boricua Star is not playing because I would still have to, every weekend, grab my console, unplug it from all the cables, moving the... So that would be a great example. Just take your Fire Stick and take a controller, take your Xbox controller, and take your Fire Stick. Of course, this is not a Fire Stick, but you know, it's a pen drive actually. So sorry about that. But again, it's that's another alternative, another scenario that I might use, and that would be great. Like,
I haven't tried with another controller, but you can link up any controller that has Bluetooth in it and just play Game Pass.
That's true.
So if you have a PS5 controller, you can probably use it. I don't know. Like I said, I have myself not tried. I finally found the app, but it says it's still not available. So once it's available, I'm going to give it a go. I really want to try this out because I tried Amazon Luna. The concept is great, but for me, it was a bit laggy. But yeah, I just can't wait, for it to be available so I can download it and have my fun. Because really, like I said, it's just a small little product you can take anywhere with you and take your favorite controller, and it's easy to lock it into Bluetooth. It's super easy. It's not that tough. I did it like when I tried Luna. I did it like in 2 or 3 seconds. It didn't last me that long, to lock in with Bluetooth, and just game on, man. Just game on. That's all you got to do. So if your girlfriend has an Amazon Fire Stick over at her place, download the Game Pass app, log in, start gaming, buddy.
no more console moving. Thank
No,
God.
no more console moving,
Yeah.
because I was talking about that. These things are heavy.
Yeah.
You got 13 pounds. Now you got the PS5, which I got the original. It's like 17 pounds, and carrying that thing on your back kills you, especially through the airport. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
It's insane. But yeah, Plume, tell me, did you try it? Do you have an Amazon Fire Stick? Did you try it? Talk to me about it.
I don't have an Amazon Fire Stick. I haven't tried it, but I have been using cloud gaming a lot recently over the last couple of months, and I don't know what's going on. And I've said this before, but it's been way better. So I don't know if they've been improving it or whatever. But it's actually been working on like my phone, just over the cellular network, and I've been able to play games no problem. So they're obviously continuing to improve it, and that's why this Fire Stick thing is huge. It needs to function. Well, I'm sure some people won't have great experiences with it. I guess it also depends on your internet connection. But I know for me, cloud gaming recently has been very, very good. I am thinking about picking up one of those 4K sticks though, to have that Fire Stick on a different TV or something and just test it out and see how it goes.
And not only that, Plume, guess what? Right now, I don't know if it's right now, but yesterday when I checked on it, it was $17. So go ahead and buy it on Amazon. No joke.
$17.
$17, buddy. $17. It dropped from $40 to $17. You can pick it up right now. I'll go real quick and check it.
The 4K?
The 4K version is $17. No joke. Amazon Fire Stick. Let me see. Going in right now, and it's $17.99 with
Really?
Prime.
I'm kind
Wait.
of pissed because I ordered one. And it was
Wait,
not.
my bad. No, that's the regular one. The 4K stick is $25, but the regular price is $50, so it's half off. So if you got the 4K one, go ahead and get it. It's half off, guys. It's $25. Not that expensive. If you got a 1080p TV, I think it is. It's $17, $18.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
need a console.
But I
Yeah,
don't think
console.
it. They said it only works on the 4K, I think.
No, they said the Fire Stick. Hold on, real quick.
Right now, it's only the 4K and the 4K
Yeah.
Plus or something. 4K
Oh,
Max.
the 4K Max and the Fire Stick 4K. Okay. Yeah. I was just that. All right, you're right. How about you, Salvador? I know you got an Amazon Fire Stick. Tell me, have you tried it? Have you used it?
I have the regular one, and I ordered
Okay.
I ordered the 4K one. So I think it comes in tomorrow. So I'll be testing it. I'll check it out, mainly to have it upstairs. Play with my son, see if it works. But to be honest, I don't have that high of a confidence because, mostly I guess you can play some games with it, but I don't think multiplayer games it will be the best way to play them. So hopefully, at least I can play games like turn based and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't want to go. I don't want to come downstairs. I want to stay upstairs with the kids, and you know that's a way. Or maybe I can have my son play upstairs, and then I play on the ROG Ally. That could be beneficial, and hopefully the family plan comes out soon, because that's what I really
Yes.
want. Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want that? I mean, heck yeah, I want that. I want that. So, Sablo, I'm gonna hand you down the mic. You take it away because man, oh man, we got a lot to talk about this Game Pass price increase and a lot of stuff that went down with this. Not only yesterday, also today. My God, go for it, brother.
I'm actually I'm gonna ask in a favor, because I actually don't have that much information. Plume,
All
can
right.
you help me with this one?
Yeah, I mean, wait,
Plume.
Boom,
where do
boom.
where do I start? I guess you just want me to explain. Want me to
Yes.
explain what's has happened over the last day or so? I guess.
Yes, explain everything, Plume, because man, everything. There was a lot of people that went down with this, and a lot of people were positive about this. So, Plume, take it away,
It's on
brother.
you, Plume. It's on you.
It's on you. It's on you.
All right. So we got a Game Pass announcement, some changes to the service, price raise, as well as a new tier that's going to be added sometime in the future. Um, Basically, they raised the prices to Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass PC, and Game Pass console, which is now going to be called Game Pass Standards. But I think about $3 for Game Pass Ultimate went from like 16.99 to 19.99, and they are now shutting off the ability to actually subscribe to Xbox Game Pass console. Any new members going forward won't be able to do that, and eventually be able to subscribe to standard. And they're taking day one games. I think this is probably the bigger news piece out of this for a lot of people is the day one games not being available anymore on Xbox Game Pass standard, which would be previously console, only going to be available on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. That's pretty much like the big story there. I mean, Xbox Game Pass Core is still available. That's kind of just the paying for online and a small catalog of games. And now there's going to be Core, Standard, Ultimate, and then PC Game Pass, which also got a $2 a price raise, which wasn't affected the last time they raised the prices. The big thing here is that I think honestly it was kind of expected with the ABK acquisition and Call of Duty going into the service. A lot of people were wondering when this was going to happen. There's been also a lot of talk about some of the things said in um, during the FTC case and how they said they weren't going to raise prices, and now they are raising prices. I think they wordsmith that very well, basically saying that they weren't going to raise the prices as a result of the ABK acquisition. That doesn't mean they can't raise the prices for other reasons, such as development costs going up. So if they were ever questioned on that, they could easily get around that. People are saying Phil Spencer lied about that and everything. I think it's just like lawyers doing very good wordsmithing as to what was going to be happening with Game Pass after the acquisition went through. But here we are. I mean, that's pretty much the story. And now we should sit back and hope that they're going to be bringing a lot more content and a lot more games to the service from the ABK side. There was a rumor that MW3 is going to be dropping into the service in the next announcement, and then we're also getting Call of Duty Black Ops 6 in the future. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. Louis, you want to give us your thoughts on this? What do you think about it? Do you think that the value is deteriorated here? Do you still like your Game Pass subscription at the higher price raise that they did
Listen,
yesterday?
listen, right? Because I saw a lot of things go down over there on Twitter. I saw a lot of people saying that this is just wrong, this is bad. What are they doing this? I mean, what's going on? But I'll be honest with you about something, right? Instead of everybody like trying to follow this, what doesn't like I say, if you're a real Xbox fan, why don't you guys go out there and take the truth? I mean, let's be truthful about this. Okay, we got a price hike, which again, price hikes are never good. We do not like that. We're not supportive of the damn price hikes. We don't give a damn about that because really, at the end of the day, when the price hikes, that means we got to spend more money, and that's what we don't want to do. We don't want to spend any more money. But the thing is, the value is still great, even though it's got a $3 increase, especially for Ultimate, right? It's got a $3 increase. It's freaking awesome. I mean, it's not like it went up 35%, like someone did, and nobody went out there to scream, which is something that I don't understand why people didn't scream at that, especially with what they were offering for that service for the $35 increase, no 35% increase. Nobody said anything about it. They didn't challenge it or anything. But as soon as Xbox does it, oh man, they're awful. Just $3. Just $3. Everybody's mad. But it's still a great value, even though it went $3. It's still a great value. And instead of like everybody going out there shaming it, saying it's bad, oh my God, what are they doing this? Why don't we say the truth and say, hey, people, you guys need to subscribe to Ultimate. Ultimate gives us all these options, especially since we talked about, right? We talked about the whole situation with the Fire Stick, right? We mentioned it. Look how beautiful. I mean, Xbox is going to put this thing on every screen. It's an awesome thing. So if Game Pass Ultimate gives you that option, why the heck not get it? Because like I said though, like for example, me, um, I hope so, and it does happen that we finally get cloud gaming up and running here in Dominican Republic, and it works pretty fine, pretty well. And after that thing starts working, me on my cell phone, I can play cloud games everywhere and everything, and that's because I have Ultimate. If I got a PC, you know, I can freaking log into my Ultimate. If I got a handheld, I can freaking log into my Ultimate. So at the end of the day, it's still a great value. I don't understand why people, instead of pushing that narrative and pushing the positive about it, decided to go the negative route and say, "Oh, this is bad. This sucks." It's a bad thing that they're actually killing the whole Xbox console thing. They're switching into the 3 tiers and all this stuff. But when PlayStation did it, nobody went out there and said, "Why the hell, Sony, you're doing this? Why are you doing this?" I mean, because Sony has, well, how many tiers does Sony have? Four? Is it three or four? I don't remember. Is it three or four? Sony, how much it has? Because I think you got like the essential, then you got like,
Yeah.
You mean the studios?
no. I'm talking
No,
about the
PS
tiers.
Plus.
The
Oh, the
PS
tiers.
Plus, yeah.
Essential,
So
extra, and premium.
extra,
Yeah. Three.
you got extra and premium. You got three, and nobody came out there to claim to Sony. And not only that, they did a 35% price increase, and they're not still not giving you day one games on their service. And you guys decided to just go over there and run it against Xbox. I mean, come on, dude. Let's be honest. Let's be fair. I mean, we got to look at both sides of the box. So that's something I don't understand, because instead of going out there saying, "Oh, Xbox is being slimy, Xbox is being scummy," but yet the other guys over there did it, nobody said anything. And yeah, it's a shame that everybody jumped into this like that way. I mean, I'm still happy because we still are getting day one games into our Game Pass, especially for Ultimate. We're still getting some third party day one games onto it. So heck, and not only that, for the price of $20. And the good thing I told my guys here in the chat in the morning show, I kept on telling them, guys, I don't know when is the price increase going to come, but it could be between 15 or 20. But even though it does come, it's still a great value. That's the truth. It's a
It,
great value.
it's got what they have to start though dropping some like ABK games on there.
I
And
agree.
maybe this is the beginning. The way I think about it right now is, if you remember back when we started making these acquisitions, they were telling everybody a game every quarter and just a consistent cadence of first party Xbox content coming to Xbox Game Pass, play it day one. And that attracted a lot of people to subscribe to the service. And I guess now the subscribers are kind of leveling out, especially on the console, and they're not growing as much as they can. But even more than that, why I think they would potentially do this now is because I think now they actually have that cadence to make Ultimate so attractive that people are going to want to pay that $20. Like maybe they're finally at that point where first party games are going to be coming nonstop for consistently now for the foreseeable future. Whereas previously they made the promise about, yeah, day one games, play it on Game Pass, but like how many day one games were launching from 2017 to first party day one games from 2017 until now, right? There wasn't like a huge amount, but I think now it's going to be insane because they have the studios, they have the IP, and the games have been in development for a while. The games are ready to be released. So now it's like they're raising the prices, which I never like price raises. I don't think any regular
Nope.
consumer does. But now I think will actually have the content to back up that by being able to release a bunch of first party games day one.
Which is awesome because we just heard that later on during this month. I mean, it's out there that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is coming to Game Pass, and that's an ABK title. I mean, look, like I said, I mean, if we're still getting those games on there, like for example, if they decide to come around and say, okay, price increase $3, now we're not going to put day and date games anymore on there, then you got to start asking questions like, what the hell? What kind of value are you giving us now? I mean, that's the time where you start asking questions. I mean, why the hell am I going to pay $20 for the service to wait 6 months for for uh, games that release today to drop by? I mean, it's not worth paying the service like I did at first when the service released. When the service released, I wasn't paying Game Pass. I said, you know what? I don't find a use for it because the majority of the games that were on there already had them. But then when they did the whole ultimate thing, you can expand it with 3 years of gold and all that stuff. I said, you know what? It's time for me to hop in. And all of a sudden, boom, we started getting games, not only first party, also third party. So, like I said, it's a great value. It's still a great value. I mean, we're getting indie games, which is really important. We are discovering new games, and I keep telling people about Game Pass. And my sales pitch to it is Game Pass is giving me the opportunity for me to try all these games that I will never look upon. I would say, oh, look, for example, Vampire Survivors, I would see. I was like, nah, I ain't buying that. I don't find it fun. But with Game Pass, you download it, you try like, oh, wow. Same thing with Rotato. Now I'm a guy that literally downloads every indie game and tries them out, see which one is good to continue playing. I mean, that's what Game Pass does for me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just one more thing before we pass it off to the other guys, but that's a good point because I've seen people on social media make posts about like how much it's going to cost now to play Call of Duty through Xbox Game Pass, but
Oh,
it's just like Game Pass isn't to play a single game. If you're subscribing to Game Pass to play one game, you're not you shouldn't obviously subscribe. You're probably going to subscribe maybe for a month, but that's not what it is. If you're like somebody like me and like you, like I play so many different games,
mhm.
genres I've never played before, games I've never heard of before. I just download them and play them. That's where the value comes in. But like you're seeing this discussion online now about people calculating how much it's going to cost to play a single game like Call of Duty Black
Exactly.
Ops 6. If you're only playing Call of Duty, obviously you're not subscribing to Xbox Game Pass. No matter how much they raise or lower the prices, those people aren't subscribing to Game Pass. It's not who they're targeting here. Just like it's
And
just funny to see that conversation happen.
and yeah, it's hilarious because I've seen that too. And thank God you mentioned it because it's like I said, these guys do not promote Game Pass how it is. I mean, if you're supposed to be an Xbox channel, right? You got to promote things how they are, and instead of going out there saying, "Well, people casuals not going to pay Game Pass for just one game," I mean, it's a waste of money. Instead of you guys saying that, say, "Hey guys, subscribe to Game Pass. It's not only Call of Duty. You get 500 games in there, and also the ABK titles that are going to be dropping by when sooner than later. I mean, they're just gonna start dropping by, and when they start to drop, we're gonna have fun. And
Uh,
man, once you start saying that, people will be like, "Oh, let me check it out. Let me subscribe at least for a month. Let me see what's going on." Subscribe and see. Oh wow, look at all these games I can try, and they would probably like it.
I
That's
do
how it
believe
is.
that Game Pass has changed how we play the games. I definitely believe that everyone's complaining. So everybody, don't panic, okay? Everybody's panicking for the increase. I know it's kind of tough to hear at first, but wait a minute, my camera just started moving. Okay, so basically, Game Pass, before Game Pass, probably people didn't have the opportunity to pay for a service that included a lot of games that you could discover. So this opportunity of paying for a service, like you guys mentioned, it's like, let me try this game. Let me try this other game. And probably thanks to Game Pass and through that membership, which is the Netflix of video game, and it still is giving you a great value for your money. One thing that we have not discussed about this is that, yeah, they remove titles, of course, monthly they do, but they basically put at the service more than they're putting like, and this is an example, it's just taking out of my mind, but they could be like announcing there's gonna be like 8 new games coming to Game Pass, but they're leaving like 3 or 4. So still you're getting double, or maybe not double, but you're still getting more games into the subscription. When it started, it had a catalog of 150 or something plus. Now we're going like what, 400, 500 games, and you have the versatility of playing games on the cloud. You have the versatility of, day one. Even though it changed the day one games, I still believe that Ultimate is the way to play. And I know Microsoft wants this. That's the main goal. Because if you're playing Game Pass Core, you get the reminder every time that, hey, you can now move onto Ultimate. And that would be great. I mean, if I were Microsoft, I would go, dictatorship, and I would say, hey, everybody Ultimate, or you're not playing here. But again, maybe that's too extreme. but still, it is a great value. It gives you opportunity to play a lot of games. At the end of the day, I'll play a game, I finish the game, I close the game, I delete it, and I'll go back. Don't go back. So if they give you at least 12 months, if they're giving you 1 year to play the game, even though it's not owned, it's not yours, you'll feel happy because you finish a game and you didn't drop like $70 for a game. So that's another point of view. I mean, it has changed a lot. I beat a lot of games which I didn't had to buy, and probably if I would have buy, I would have played again. I would have installed it again. I just it's like love and leaving. You know, I played it and I had a fun time, and on to the other one, because again, we're adults and you know time is of the essence. You know, where is less time to play. So it's a great service. The increase it's not that big of a deal for me. I've had Ultimate since they announced the Ultimate, you know, Game Pass, and again, it's a great value. You get more games that they take away. So, guys, if you want to if you want to take it out, I don't know. I'm just saying that.
And I was going to jump in real quick and say, don't forget the discounts that also gives you on games. I
That's
mean, it
true.
could be a 10%, it could be a 20, it could be a 5. At least it's a damn discount.
And I
You can
bought
buy the
games
game with a
also.
discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the advantage with Game Pass. You can also buy the game you like, and when the game is about to leave, you can actually get it at a better price because it's been a couple months old. But if you really love the game, you get it right away. You have that option. That's what's so beautiful about it.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news, and I'm gonna say this is not good. To me, it's not a good move.
What?
What?
Why are you saying that? Come on.
Definitely not. Maybe because I got the PC mentality. I got the cheap mentality
The PC
where
Master
where
Race.
where I'm always thinking of saving money. And initially, when I got into Game Pass Ultimate, the big deal was like for close to $10. I forgot. I think it was like $12 when I got in for Ultimate. You can play all these games. And one thing that Xbox has done, they have promised a lot, but if you look, they're always behind on the promise. And every time like you get a big promise of something, before they deliver, they come with the big bad news. And again, there's a lot of games. Game Pass look very promising, but it's always a promise. Still haven't gotten it yet. Personally, I have a huge library, a huge back catalog, and I'm gonna let my Game Pass run. I still got like to 2025. If I don't see the same value, I'm probably just gonna let it go, and then I'm just gonna go through my back catalog, and then when I'm done with it, if I see the value again, then I'll probably subscribe again. But right now, like, sure, there's a lot of games that come to Game Pass, but you can't play them all. You gotta decide what you're gonna play. And I'm a person that likes playing RPGs. RPGs take a lot of time, and I'm starting to see that sometimes it's not, that much of an advantage to have Game Pass. For example, the last few games that I played were the Mass Effect trilogy, Starfield, and now I'm playing Chain Echoes. Between those games, like, sure, maybe I played the Hellblade, that was short, but between those three games only, I have to have around 600 hours probably. So if you think about it, if I probably those months, if I would have just bought those games, that's probably cheaper. So I don't know. It's I'm not saying there's no value. There's definitely a lot of value there, but it's all gonna depend how you play, the situation, and what you have to play too. Also, because there's moments in time where you can't really take advantage of Game Pass. There's months that you're super busy, especially if you're a parent. So, to me, it's kind of a case by case, and I think if they really want a lot of users, I don't think putting the price up like this soon is the right thing. They should have waited at least till the games start coming. You know, the Activision game, wait at least a year, and then you do some price hike. But right away after you promise everyone that you know you promise everyone the world, and then you're like, yeah, it's gonna come at a huge cost. Like I don't know.
But it was to be expected that with the acquisition of Activision Blizzard King, um, you know,
Yeah, yeah, but I didn't expect that soon because remember the deal said that they were gonna. I think it was like 2 years without putting the price, which they did before the deal. Before the deal went through, they did a price hike, and now they're doing another one.
But
It's only like to me, it's like it's if you're somebody who's only ever subscribed to Game Pass PC or Game Pass console, specifically Game Pass console, I would say, not even PC. But if you're somebody who's only subscribed to that, that's where I think there's a much bigger decision that comes into play because you're like, do I stay on standard and do I just move up to standard and not get day one games, or do I pay what is it?
What's the price on PC right now?
it's 11. It was 9.
11.99.
It was 9.99 to 10, and now
See,
it's 11.99 now. Moved up to $12.
see, for me right now, that might be enticing because what I probably will do is I'm not gaming that much on the Xbox itself. I'm mostly playing on the ROG Ally and sometimes my PC. And I mostly am playing like multiplayers when I want to play with my friends on the Xbox. So what I might just do is drop down to the PC Game Pass because PC actually get day one. Now the people that are on the console, I gotta say though, you guys are getting fucked. It's like, sorry, but it's the true. Like, you basically have to have ultimate if you want the day one. If not, like,
Yeah,
you're
but
getting
it's
screwed.
but it's like it's all in the buying habit too because it's like even at 19.99 at Ultimate, it's right. You're paying at $240 a year. If that's all you pay in video games for the year, there's still nothing out there that can beat that value. You're going to spend way
Exactly.
more
That's
than
true.
240. If you just literally, if you spend, even if you think about all the sale games you buy on Steam,
That's how
those
I
add
think.
up like a $7 game plus a $10 game plus a five. Like you probably are spending way more than $240 in a year on those sale games.
here,
Even
here,
at $20 a month, it really depends on the consumer on their
here's where I'm
Virtual
gonna
games.
disagree with you, Plume. Here's where I'm gonna disagree. If you if you have ultimate, you're probably what people call hardcore gamer because you want to play all the games and you want to play them day one. Because if you're a casual, you probably don't care to play them day one or not. And if you're that type of gamer, you damn right you're probably gonna buy some games. So you're
So
gonna waste way more money than that.
okay,
So
yeah, but
you
like
gotta
I don't know. Even as a hardcore gamer, if you have both, let's say you don't have Game Pass, like you minus $240. You're a hardcore gamer, you would still go out there and want to buy games day one. You're going to be way past 240 in like no time. Like you're going to be
because
skyrocketing past that. If you can
yeah,
save like how many first party, if you play the Xbox first party games all year, you're still going to be saving way more subscribed to Game Pass.
exactly, and not only that, because I got a question for you, Sam. I got a question for you. When you play Starfield, did you pay before the 30 or $40 to play it the full one days before it
The
came
early
out,
access.
or did you just wait?
no,
What
I
did you
paid
do?
it. I paid it.
Ah, there you go. Another beneficial that Game Pass does for you, buddy. This is why, listen, Salvo, no matter how we pitch it, no matter how we look at it, I mean, we could look at the negative side of things, but at the end of the day, those sour, like how Plume says it. Because listen, I was a guy that used to buy a lot, I mean, a lot of games. And the funny thing is, Sablo, when I bought all those games, at the end of the day, I had a backlog. I mean, I even had games I didn't install that I bought. I had games I didn't install that I bought. And thanks to Game Pass with being there, those games dropping by, I can say, okay, I'll wait till I play, and if I see this leaving, I can actually buy it. No problem, it's there. So Sour, listen, $20 a month for not only that, having a service that will give you day one games into it, not only first party, also third party, that you can say, oh man, I was actually gonna buy that game. You know how many people want to buy Lords of the Fallen? And now when they saw it drop in the Game Pass, they're like, oh man, it's there. Now I can go play it. And for this much. And you
I
know
don't
how
want to
many
play Lord of the Fallen.
okay, you don't want to play Lords of the Fallen, but I'll give you another one. Look, you played what's it called? Echoes, Chamber of Echoes, whatever it's called. It's
Chain
on
Echo.
Game.
No, I bought it. It's
Oh,
not on
you,
Game Pass. It's not on Game Pass.
it was on Game Pass, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was.
It was. See, it was. You bought it, but if you would have caught it on Game Pass, you would have bought it even with the discount.
You could
And
have
that's
saved, man.
I-
You
I-
could
you
have
could have
saved.
saved, man. You could have saved some money.
Honestly, from what I'm playing right now, I would have bought it anyway.
All right. Okay. Good. Good.
But,
But
at
at
least we're in the middle point that it's all about choice. Again, I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to play it anywhere, or if you want to buy it, or you want to buy it on a discount with the service, you could do that too. So or maybe you say, okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna buy the membership for the PC. You can do that too. At the end of the day, you're still in the Microsoft ecosystem, and you're gonna still be playing games, and you're gonna still be playing anywhere, like they say. So they still get you. And I do, Sour, and I respect your opinion, of course, but I defer from it because that's more of a personal issue. Like, and I'm in that boat with you, because we
Yeah.
are adults, we have family, we have friends, and we have less time to play. But the person that's probably in college, who only has like a small job and has more time than us, he can get on that backlog and he can play a lot of games in that month. And we're talking about $20 a month. What's that? Like a restaurant, a plate on a restaurant, maybe? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
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 Or
I,
maybe
No, no, no,
fast
no, no.
food.
Not
Yeah,
not
but
not only a
let-
plate, not only a plate on a restaurant.
gotta-
I mean, it's got. I mean,
I'm
it's
just trying to
got.
put an example. You know,
I-
you know
I
what
s-
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me
I spend more on coffee and then Game Pass.
Look at
anyway.
that.
I gotta,
Oh dear Lord,
let me defend myself real quick.
guys! Before you defend yourself, real quick, Sablo, let me
ahead.
jump on these super chats. We have several right here. We gotta jump on them. And we got Vic the MF Click with a $5 awesome super chat. He says Prime Day is 16/17, and it will be cheaper. You need the 4K and 4K Max. Get the Max if you can. Thank you for that,
I've got
Vic
one
the
of
Click.
those.
And that
I
is
actually,
true.
Vic, thank you for that, because I actually just checked my order. I canceled it and I changed it to the max.
All right, awesome stuff. And now
So
Silent Cipher with an awesome, beautiful $2 super chat. He says Sour Blow sounds like he's pony botting right now. And another Silent Cipher $2 awesome, beautiful super chat. He said, "Did Sour Blow get swapped by J Dog?" I mean,
Silent's just mad because of this.
no,
He's
no,
just
no,
mad
no,
because of
no, don't be
Oh.
putting that up. Oh, no, don't be putting that up. No. Vic with a beautiful and other $2 super chat. He says, "Cap Sour, you use CD keys." Yes, he did. I bet you he did. No,
I have used CD.
there you go. See, I've been getting them. Oh man, my God, super chats are just flowing. This is insane. Silent Cipher with a $5 awesome, beautiful super chat. He says, "King always says to hold the line. All Sour is holding right now is a mustard heart and a jelly spine. I think I gotta report you to Ray Court. Oh, we gotta get reported. Oh, Ray Court. I'll be scared of it. Ray Court." And Rachie with the beautiful, awesome Canadian $2 super chat. He says, "EPU is social activity. 30 million people, one catalog." There you go. There you go, Sour Blow.
All right. So real quick. So I did mention that I didn't say there was no value. There is value for certain people. I'm saying for me personally, I'm starting to think there's not much as a value for me personally. Now,
Too many
I
games,
also
so little time, man.
exactly. And then the other thing is
Oh,
that I did mention is that Xbox has promised a lot. They did promise a lot. The catalog looks amazing. Now we got to start seeing the games, and the games has to deliver. Now, if the games hit like I want, like for example, I'm really looking forward to Avow. I'm really looking forward to Indiana Jones, Perfect Dark, Doom,
Oh,
etc. If those
wait,
games
what did he
start
say?
hitting, then
We
the
Did he
that
mention 4 games? Did
that'll
he mention
change
4 games?
we
that'll change
yeah.
my mind.
Did he mention 4 games? Hold on, real
I
quick.
mean,
That's
we
not in one
have
year though. It's crazy.
yeah. Well, that's a good point. It's like we have Avowed, Indiana, and Call of Duty Black Ops 6 day one in Game Pass before this year is over. But this is where I think, and I agree with you, Sarah. Xbox always promises, and they haven't delivered on a lot of their promises. But I think now that I think we're in the end game. I actually do, and I know maybe I've said this previously, and Xbox fans have probably been thinking this for 2-3 years now. But I actually think now we are in the end game for the service, where it's like
Phil
they have
snapped his
ABK.
fingers.
Well, yeah, but not everyone, dies. Um,
Sour did the math. You know how much you will be spending in money? How much you think we're spending by buying those 4 games, $70? Take a hint. Take a hint. Take a hint. You're gonna be paying $280. That's without tax. Let's say with tax it goes up to 300. I mean, seriously, dude, pay the damn Game Pass and you'll be saving what, $60? Come on, dude. Come
No,
on.
But
no,
it-
because
it-
Come on.
those old games are not coming in one year, so that's multiple years. Oh,
it also is like
No, it's not because you said Avowed. You mentioned Avowed. You mentioned
Avow,
that's one.
Indiana
Mentioned
Jones,
Avowed.
Doom.
Indiana Jones,
Those are coming out this year because Republic is coming. Will finally be
okay.
announced. Doom is
Doom,
coming out in 2025. That's
2025.
3. All right.
Perfect
What's the
Dark?
next one?
Perfect Dark.
That Perfect Dark. Let's say
Fable.
what?
Next year, maybe.
2020.
There's no
Yeah.
date on that.
Well, we don't have
Right,
we don't have data Perfect Dark. It'll probably be announced for next year because that game is looking fine. But at the end of the day, you times it by 4. That's $28 you're gonna save. And not only that, all the games that it was announced. I mean, it was 17 games coming to Game Pass times $70. That is $1,190. You can have Game Pass for like 10, literally 4 or 5 years right there, buddy.
Games everywhere.
Exactly. Not only that, everywhere.
If they come out with that family plan, I'm hooked.
So you're gonna be hooked. But that's gonna be $25. So that means 25 times
I don't think it's
12.
gonna be with this
That's
price tag.
$300.
It's not
a
gonna
year.
be. It's not gonna be $25. No more. Definitely
Nah.
not.
Okay, let's say. Oh, but let's say if it's
No.
30 times 12. That's
It's not gonna be 30.
3. Oh, okay, then it's gonna be 25. Then
I
that's
think it's
be,
gonna be more like, cause think about it. Like, how much is Ultimate right now?
It's
It's
gonna
like
be
20,
20. Yeah, 20.
and it's 5 accounts. It's
Mm.
it's probably gonna be like 50.
Let's do the
Oh,
math.
but you're gonna be hooked. So
But
that's
it's still,
50
it's still
times
good.
12.
It's still a good deal. 50.
600. Oh, $600 a year is still a good deal. Then why you complaining?
No, cause I can share it with more people. Like it's not. I don't have to pay
Oh.
myself.
With the XBI
There,
podcast.
Oh.
Oh, okay, but it's still
Oh.
$600 a year. We got what, 500 games in there, and still with 500 games, let's say you times it by 70, you're still saving a bunch of money. It's $35,000 right there saving.
Look,
Buddy.
I got right in my back catalog. I probably got more than
I got-
100 games that I.
Oh,
Wow.
absolutely.
Oh, I mean,
Me
okay.
too. I'm with you on that, and I agree. It's like how if I were to cancel my Game Pass tomorrow, I would be completely fine with games to play for years. Like that's the thing.
Exactly.
Like,
and
but
I don't-
there's also that sense of FOMO. There's also the fact that like I create content and I want to play the latest game. I want to play the latest Xbox game. Bill talk about all that type of stuff plays into it. And imagine I had to go out and purchase all of these games day one just to like be able to talk about it. And
Here's the thing. I personally, I don't care when I play the game. Like, I played Mass Effect recently,
Yeah.
and to me, one of the best games ever. And I just played it recently. My favorite trilogy, definitely. And I just played it recently. I don't really care when I play the game. I could play a game. I'm playing a game like Chain Echoes. Sure, that game is not old, but it's not like this big graphical spectacle and all that. And tomorrow I can play an old game and I'll still enjoy it. Like as long as the game is good, I don't care when I play it.
Sorry,
So I
sorry.
have no rush.
So, Sarah, I got another quick question. I mean, why would it affect you just to pay the $20 monthly? I mean, for like you guys said, $20 you can get a coffee, you can get this. One day you could just buy one coffee or whatever. Probably you spend the $20. I mean, why would it affect you to pay the $20 monthly and you got 500 games? I mean, it's a beautiful value, like I said. how would this affect you, buddy? You say, I don't kind of like it because I got a big
Okay, Lou,
backlog and all this stuff. I mean,
okay, I'll answer you right there.
all
Okay,
right.
would you pay $20 for a coffee and not drink it?
Oh,
Would I pay $20 for a coffee and I drink it?
And not drink it.
I mean, it has happened to me. I paid $20 and I did not like the coffee that blew it
But do
away.
you
Would you, Louis? Would you?
would you?
I mean, if it's the first coffee I get, I mean, if I didn't like it, then I'll throw it away.
does he
And
get
I'll
a sip?
complain.
But would you do it voluntarily, knowing that you won't like it?
I mean, if I want coffee, I'll pay the damn $20 for coffee. I mean, who in the hell is not gonna?
Listen,
You're
Lou. Listen
craving
to my
for it.
question. Listen to my
Louis, answer the
question.
question.
What?
Would you pay $20 for a coffee that you know you're not gonna like and you know you're not gonna drink?
Okay, now here's my question to you: Is this a month? Is this?
You can't answer a question.
Wait,
with another
wait, no,
question.
because I actually got the answer for you. I mean, if I'm paying $20 to get coffee every day, and then one day I'm just not gonna like the coffee, and I'm paying $20 for the whole month for coffee, I mean, heck yeah, I will pay the $20 because probably
That was not my question.
yeah, but I'm answering you the question right now because I did answer him the question because I said if it's $20 for the month, right? Not for me to go right now and say because listen, if you're craving for coffee, because we're talking about food, right? If you're craving for coffee, we're gonna go pay the $20 if you're craving for coffee. That's not an honest question. Now, if you're paying $20 a month,
You're
for
making
coffee,
things too complicated.
No. I'm being
Here,
honest
here.
with
Look,
you.
listen to me.
Okay,
Listen.
so-
Okay,
is it
listen.
decaf? Is it decaf or
Exactly.
like chai latte or
Yeah, exactly.
mocha latte?
Did he have
mean,
a gift? Did he
you-
have a
you got-
gift card?
Yeah, you could get a gift card, like a good discount for like the biggest coffee you could get. I mean, shit, I will pay the $20 a month.
Hey, Sour, but I do understand
Listen.
the coffee example. But the thing is, you're still playing 1, 2, 3 games at least a year for that membership or the annual membership or the monthly. You're taking a sip of that coffee. I mean, you're paying $20. Maybe you're not drinking the whole coffee. Maybe you took half the coffee or 3 1/4, but you still drink the coffee. You pay the $20. You play the
Exactly.
Game Pass. You play 2 or 3 games and. At least you did it. I mean, the problem is time. That is the main problem. It's not the service.
Yes.
All of
It-
us.
Absolutely.
it's
Not
your
the service,
the
but it's
personal
good.
problem is that you don't have enough time. Like myself, I'm including. I'm not criticizing. I respect you a lot. But again, it's a tough choice because there's a lot of games. It's a great value, and damn it, I'm not gonna play all those games in that period. Maybe I can, but that's a bad part also because I'm more of an action oriented game. So if I'm playing an RPG that's 150 hours, that is gonna take time. While you're playing 150, I probably beat like 3 or 4 games. So in those 100 something hours, so it's a give or take, but that's a good problem to have. If you can see it that way,
Exactly.
it's a good problem to have
It's a
because
good
it's only
problem to
time. Just
have.
organize yourself and try to balance it better. That's just life is. I mean, and it's $20. I mean, I pay for Planet Fitness $25 a month, and I'm already starting. My muscles are aching, but it's still cheaper than Planet Fitness.
Oh man, there you
And
go.
a lot more fun than Planet Fitness.
Exactly. As
It hurts less.
and speaking about fun, Silent Cipher, our captain, drops another $2 awesome,
Oh,
beautiful super
yeah.
chat, and he says the games I beat this year cost $490 without Game Pass. Damn. I mean,
Yeah.
Sour,
Yeah.
at the end
But-
of the day, the value is great. I mean, I know you got a back.
No,
catalog.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying the
Everybody-
value is not great.
No, it's never.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, for me personally, like recently, like I've been playing more in the ROG Ally because that's the
Good.
console I have more time to play on. So I just buy the game on PC. It's easier. I just download
Cheaper.
it, and I can get them for cheap.
CD key.
And I also not
Steam Summer
necess-
Sale.
like Steam Summer Sale, Epic Game, GOG. I'm not the type of person because there's people that I only buy games on Steam. No, I buy games wherever they're the cheapest, and at the end of the day, is to enjoy the game. And right now, like I'm going into the back catalog. There's so many games that I want to play that I'm super excited about. And like I said, I've been spending so many hours playing those games that I haven't had time to really use Game Pass that much. Like I did wanted to try Hellblade, I tried it, but like if I look within the last, let's say this half, I was looking and I'm like, was it really worth it? If I wouldn't have had Game Pass to like 2025, I would have probably canceled it.
Wait. So you said it wasn't worth it? I mean,
No,
you
for
play.
me, it's not worth it right now because
I mean,
the games I have played, there's this
okay,
is not worth it
but for example, me, I
for
played
me right
Dead
now.
Island. I played Dead Island, which is freaking amazing. I love Dead Island. I
For
finished.
you,
I finished finally Starfield. I finished it. Freaking awesome game too. I mean, I played so many games on
Hey,
Game Pass that are freaking amazing. I mean, no joke. Game Pass is actually the
hey,
best value right now in gaming.
hey, Louis.
Not only that, it was rumored also
Lou,
that
for
Atlas
me
follows.
right
Oh,
now,
okay.
right now, because
Okay,
I'm
okay.
playing so many other things outside of Game Pass.
Okay. There
But you
you
know,
go.
guys, at the end of the day, again, this happens not only through Game Pass. This happens when you buy games. I have a lot of backlog. I have games that are brand new, and maybe I started it like the first 10 or 15 minutes, or maybe I haven't. Like right now, I was in the Steam summer sale and I spent $300+. I'm not kidding. Oh, there's like a game with 50%. Okay, that's $7. No, that's $12. And then I got in my list, I got like 48 games, and it's like 350 something. I'll buy it, whatever, with my paycheck. So I bought it, and then I asked myself, oh, they're on my list of Steam games, and probably people that are seeing us right now, they're saying, hey, I bought Steam games that I haven't even installed or started yet. So the thing that happens to you with a membership as Game Pass happens to us while we buy a
Yeah,
game,
nice
and
game. Yeah.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's like I was mentioning earlier. Like you calculate Game Pass over a year. Think about how much it adds up to even buy Steam games or any games that are on sale during those like summer sales and
Yeah.
stuff. Right, like $5 here, seven. Like it's going to
Mm-hmm.
add up more than Game Pass really quickly. But I think like you're correct about the issue overall for most people is that time factor, and that's for me another thing I like about like Game Pass and the Xbox ecosystem is like I play games and I play them across like 3 or 4 different devices. And if I didn't have that option, for me to be able to finish those games would be take even longer if I only was having to play like on my PC or something. So it's that time I think is the major issue when it comes to all these games that we're getting.
Sablo, back in the day, you know how much money I spent in buying games? I mean, if I told you, you would drop off your chair and ask me how much did I play throughout the year. I mean, after I tell you the price, I mean, literally, Sablo's, I was literally buying nearly $1,000 in games, literally for a year. And you know what, Sablo? During the pandemic, which was funny, I went back to my back catalog and I had 24 unfinished games. 24. I mean, I bet you it was 30 because all I did was play Destiny. That's all I did. But man, I went through it through the pandemic. I sat down and said, you know what? Let me play these games. Like, I got a lot of time to play them. I sat down, played them. I think I just have 4 left. And now I have even a bigger back catalog because I mean, look, for this generation, there's some games I bought. Like for example, I bought Horizon Forbidden West. I played it 2 hours and said, you know what? I want this thing sucks. I'm not playing that anymore. I bought also other games that I'm like, like for example, this happened to me when I bought this game. What was it? Not is Dying Light 2? Yes, Dying Light 2. When I bought Dying Light 2, I had to wait literally a year for them to patch that sucker. And I went in and said, yes, I love Dying Light. Let's go get it. I had to wait a year to literally for them to patch it for me to play the game. And man, this is another thing why I love about Game Pass, man. Because if those games don't come out funky, at least it's on Game Pass. I played it, and man, I don't feel ashamed of sending those $70 for these guys that literally put out a game that was just not 100% good. I mean, that's why again I love my Game Pass. Game Pass has done so much for me, and I saved a lot of money lately thanks to that service. It's amazing.
We just need to be more like how to be more specific, or at least
Yeah.
choose wisely. I would say, like, let's try to choose wisely what type of game we're playing, because time is running out. And I guess all of us four right here, we had the same problem. We have a lot of backlogs. We had a lot. We're passionate about games, but we're not gonna finish them all. And I usually always I was on top of things. I mean, the game got released. I played it like the first couple of weeks, and I finished it. And then, back in 2017, 2018, that's where games started piling up and the backlog. And I said, like, that's a lot of pressure that we put ourselves, that we should not put ourselves. We should play a game that we like, that we enjoy, we shouldn't go with the trending. Oh, the game just arrived. Because that's what happens. The origin, sometimes, at least for me, when it all starts, the origins of the backlog is that you're playing a game, you're going through it, but oh my God, Elden Ring's DLC is coming out. Shadow of the Earth Tree, and you leave it. Or you're playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and then there's comes Starfield. Bye, Zelda. And then you're like, how can I go back? Will I know the mechanics? Will I know the story? Even though I mentioned Zelda, but there's a lot of games that once you're out and you're thinking about going back, you're probably lost. There's people that say, "Oh, screw it, I'm gonna start all over again." I wouldn't do that though. But it's hard. It's hard to manage. It's not that easy to have a backlog, but just go with the flow, guys. Just try to play what feels right. Don't go through a game if you're not enjoying it, and you just gotta be wise. Choose wisely and pick up the game that brings you the most fun and enjoy life.
All right. Boom. Anything else? Because I think it's time to drop into that gaming idea that trivia questions that Boricua Star has. What do you say, bro?
No, that's it for me. Let's get into it. Let's do this game.
All right, let's do this. All right.
Okay, guys. This game is called Adivina Adivinador. Adivina Adivinador is actually a Adivina Jugador. Basically what we're going to say is it's sort of like a guess who. We're going to present a video game character, a famous video game character, and the guys will need to ask some close questions. For example, is it a racing genre? Is it a shooting game? Was the game released on the PlayStation platform? Was it on PS2? And so we're gonna narrate. There's like a maximum of 15 questions. At the end of the 15 question, if you don't know it, you're out. So and there's gonna be a character per panelist. So I'm gonna be the host. So
I think do 10 questions. 15 is a lot. 10 questions.
10 questions? Okay, then it's 10 questions.
And Chad, don't give out the answer.
So I don't know who wants to go first. I mean, I was inclining by Crazy Louie, but
there's a problem though. Like,
what?
how am I gonna turn around without like?
Okay, we can't do
I'm gonna show it. Please, panelists, don't peek. Guys on the chat board.
I guess I can't go first. I guess I can't go first.
You don't have to turn around. Just close your eyes. Okay, so
yeah, but how I'm gonna put the
screen? Yeah, see, yeah. You have to put the scene. That's the problem.
The what?
The scene.
The scene that what you want to show.
Image.
Can I share the picture without you seeing?
That's the thing. I'm controlling so I'm gonna see it. Unless
can I share?
Do someone else first. Yeah, share it.
Okay, I gotta share it.
Okay, do me first. That sounded so bad.
Okay.
Oh, dear Lord, pause. Lord. Why did I say that?
Turn around. Why did
I say that?
Just don't look. Okay.
No, turn around.
Let me just share my screen
around.
real quickly. Let's see here.
Don't look, Lou.
I'm gonna put a character, and you're gonna try to guess it. Let me see here. Don't turn around. I'm just having some technical difficulty here. Are you seeing it?
No, not yet. Hold on. Give me a second.
Thanks. Yeah. Gotta make it bigger. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Don't turn around. So we're
not
seeing
yet. Not yet, Lou.
This character. Have you seen it? I'm gonna close it right now. Okay, I closed it.
All right, Crazy Lou.
Yes, sir.
Oh wait, because he can see the delay on YouTube.
Oh crap.
What? There's a delay?
There's always a delay on YouTube. So
okay,
let's wait a few. Don't look yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at your amazing
faster,
picture.
Okay? 10 questions. Please, no spoilers. Let's see if Crazy Louie is that sort of gamer. It's a video game character.
It's a video game character. Is she is it a female?
No, it's not. It's not a female. You got the
Is it
first
a
one
male?
there.
Is it a male?
It is a male.
Okay, is it an animal?
Yes, it is an animal.
Okay, is he orange?
No.
Oh crap! I'm now.
No, you can ask.
Okay, I'm switching over.
Okay, you got still six more questions. I mean, 10 is just
6 more questions. Oh my god!
So it's an animal.
What? It's an animal. Okay.
And it's a male animal. You could ask consoles what type of console appears, or
Okay. Okay, did it come out on Xbox as a mascot?
No.
Did it come out on PlayStation as a mascot?
No. I don't know why I'm
Why,
thinking
why,
no.
why
of course
does it
not.
have to be a mascot though?
Okay,
Uh,
no.
uh,
Okay, is it from Nintendo?
Yes. Okay, we got an animal male Nintendo character.
I got
Okay,
3 more questions.
animal.
This
Is it
guy is
animal?
too small. I mean, I
Is
would say
it,
15, but okay.
is it Animal Crossing?
It has to be one character, Louis.
I don't know. I don't know that much of Nintendo characters. I mean,
There's-
well,
you
wait,
can-
is it Bowser?
Wait.
You
What?
got-
Wait.
you asked me a question. Yeah.
If he says, "Is it stuff?" Does he lose automatically, or does
No.
he get?
Yeah, I would say like
Yeah,
like your one final answer. Like this is my final answer. You cannot. Is
Okay.
this?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't be like
Okay.
that, Lou.
So is the animal green?
No.
Oh crap!
You still got two. You still got two more questions, and
Oh,
you can
man,
go
this
more
is
specific
hard.
on
This
Nintendo
is
characters,
hard.
animals.
Oh my god! Oh, is it Pokemon?
No.
Silent Cipher would know.
Damn it!
It's,
Damn
it's,
it!
it's one more.
Oh my god!
Last question.
We
Your
could,
final
we
question.
could do something I normally don't do, but I
No.
could give a
No
hint.
chance.
I could give
no
a hint.
chance.
Give me-
No
give me-
hints.
give me-
No
yeah, give me-
hints.
Not for everybody.
No
for
hints.
everybody. Only
Give a
one-
hint. Give a hint. Okay.
Not
Give a
no
hint
hints for
because
Lou. No.
there's so many
He's not
animals.
gonna get it. It's
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 freaking.
he-
So many damn animals in Nintendo. Damn.
he appears in a Smash Brothers game.
Shit, you made it worse.
So there's lots of animals.
Exactly. You got Pikachu. You got Bowser. You got the Gluten Green Turtle.
Your last
I mean,
question.
Jesus.
Your last
Yeah, your
question.
last
Lou.
question.
Oh man, he appears in
So it's an
Smash
animal.
Brothers.
It's a male animal. Appears in Super Smash Brothers. Nintendo exclusive character.
Okay.
Or a Nintendo character. Not just
Smash
exclusive.
Brothers characters that are animals. Let me Google that up. I mean, it's
No, Lou, you're cheating. You're cheating, Lou.
Yeah.
Lou, you're cheating.
man.
He's
Listen,
different.
I'm not gonna guess this because I'm not a big Smash Brothers fan. I don't know what it is. I could have guessed this. No. Then I give up.
Just
Just
give
say
one.
something.
One.
Just-
Donkey Kong.
What?
Is it Donkey Kong?
Is Donkey Kong your final answer?
Yes,
Is that
it
your
is.
final answer?
That's my final answer. Yes.
Close.
It was
Who
close
was
though.
it?
No, it's not.
It
Are
was
you hearing
close.
that? Did you hear that? Like,
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, so it's not. I'm gonna share my screen right now. You were damn close. You were so close. You took a desperate answer, and it's more closer than you believe. I'm putting the picture right now. Look at that. It's Diddy Kong.
Hey, but it's what?
Now, wait. Now,
This Donkey, it's the same family. Diddy Kong and Donkey
Crazy
Kong,
Louie
same damn
was
thing.
like a boxer taking all the punches in the 12th round, and he goes for a Hail Mary uppercut punch out of
But
nowhere.
here's the
and he
thing.
almost got
Since
it.
if it was only 10, I mean, I would have said okay. Doctor said no, that was a Diddy Kong. I mean,
Boricua.
okay.
can you leave the screen there? I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn around,
Okay.
and then you tell me when to turn around.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna do it. Let me.
All right.
So we got this character. Don't everybody see him. Please, no spoilers. I'm gonna close it right now. Hold on. Okay, I closed it.
Oh, that was easy.
I think the hardest one is the one I gave you. Crazy. Sorry, it wasn't
Yes.
planned. You can turn around, Sour.
Oh, wait, it's not there.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Is there a delay?
Now,
mean,
I think
you
yeah,
guys-
it's ready. Sour Blue, turn around now. It's out. Go for it.
It's out. Okay.
Sour's your turn.
Whew. So
Okay.
we got this video game character that I presented, and 10 questions and a hint.
Okay. The first question is it on the Nintendo console?
I would say no.
Is it on the PlayStation console?
Okay, so that's a trick question. It's been on a PlayStation.
Has it been on a Xbox?
Also has been on an Xbox. So you got a character that's multi-platform.
Is it a male character?
It is a male character.
Does
we got
the
a male character that's
character-
multi-platform. You got 3 questions there.
Okay, does the character have a weapon?
Yeah, he does. He does have weapons.
Does he use guns?
Oh, you're damn right. He uses guns on this game that's multi-platform, male character. Yes. You got 5 more questions.
Does he use swords?
No. No. So this character uses a lot of guns, multi-platform, male character, but no. You said what? Swords?
Swords.
No, so
Well, it's not. Yeah, I would say no. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I would say no. I'm not gonna confuse you. Yeah, it's not. It's not related to.
Does the character has
You going?
long hair?
No, at all.
No.
You got more. You got 4 more questions. So he doesn't have long hair. Male character on a multi-platform game, so he's been on a couple of consoles.
Does he use a suit?
He does uses a suit, so we got a multi-platform game. Uses different guns with a suit and no long hair.
Does he use a red tie?
He uses a red tie.
He's
Oh
cheating.
my God! Just spill
He's
it out,
cheating.
man. Spill
Yeah,
it out.
He's
Does-
cheating.
Yeah,
He's cheating.
he got like 2 more questions.
Yeah, yes, he
Th-
did.
Does,
He cheated.
does he? No, I did not cheat. I
Nah,
swear. I swear to
wouldn't say
God.
that.
I swear. You know why I started as soon as he said no hair at all,
Yeah, he said no hair
and
at
then
all.
the
Yes,
first
that made it
the
easier
first
for
thing
him.
I'm looking at this loading in the screen
No,
is
sir,
Silent
not
Cipher.
long hair, long hair.
Silent Cipher. He looks like Silent Cipher.
Yeah.
So it's Agent 47.
There we go. You got it. It's Agent 47.
All
Just put it
right.
on the screen.
I guess thank you, Silent.
Wait, what happened? I'm sure. Are you seeing it, guys?
Silent Cipher right there.
You put it there?
Oh.
Is it seeing?
Yeah.
No, Silent Cypher's bald. It looks like Agent 47. That's why. Oh, man. All I know is next XBI episode is going to be interesting. Silent Cypher's going to come for revenge.
Okay,
Alright.
guys. So, the big
turn.
Plume, your turn is up. Let me just get the character. And I'm sharing my screen right now. Let me see. How do I do this again? Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Ooh.
So we got to flip over.
No.
No, not yet. No,
Not yet,
don't
not
flip
yet. No,
over.
no.
Stop crazy. Come
Oh, I
on.
like
Crazy.
that.
Okay, we got. Well, I mean, there's a delay, right? Not yet.
Yeah, there's a delay.
Okay.
Okay, I think
It's an easy one. It's an easy one.
Okay. Canada is a little bit different, but you can turn around.
Canada.
Wait.
Canada.
The big plume. Let's see if you get it.
Oh, he'll get this one.
Crazy Louis was close but failed. Sour Blow had
Thank
like
you.
2 more questions to blow, no pun intended. And it's your time, Big Plume.
Is it a first party character?
No, it's not a first party character.
So it's okay. Is it male?
He is a male character.
Does he use guns?
It could be a yes or no. Usually, that's a no. But he has used guns
Some occasions.
some occasion.
Some
Yeah, you might
occasion,
say.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna confuse you, but that's not his model operandi.
Male character, not first party, uses guns.
Yeah. Well,
In
he-
some
he
locations.
has-
No.
casually,
No.
He-
Guns,
Let's just say rarely.
Yeah.
really rare.
Yeah.
Really rare. This is
Yeah.
good.
That's his go-to or modus operandi or the way. Yeah.
Is it?
You can mention also companies, also developers or publishers,
Is it?
or genres. Genres is that's how we say.
Yeah. Generous.
Is it? Is it a Sega character?
It is not a Sega character. But that's a good question. That's a nice question. So we got a male character which rarely uses a gun.
Rarely uses a gun.
Really rare.
Yeah. So that like
Can I?
yeah.
Don't spoil it,
Well,
Chad.
spoilers,
man.
though.
I was gonna say something.
I mean, he has a chance for a hint. And I got the perfect hint, but you could use it earlier or at the end of the questions. I mean, you guys still got what? 7?
Okay,
What?
You still got 7 questions.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
How many questions? I have 7 left.
Yeah, I
7
think
left.
you mentioned 3, right?
Yeah, I mentioned 3. Yeah.
Okay, does he have hair?
Where is that? Yeah, he does. That's a nice. I cannot say the style because maybe I would nice mullet. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, give me a hint.
You want a hint?
Yeah.
Well, it could be a big hint. Let me see, because I don't want to torture you, but
Can I give it to him? Can I give it to him?
No, not you, Lou.
No, because I got an idea. I got an idea.
No.
You got a crazy idea. We're not using the crazy idea from Crazy Lou.
Actually, I got the hint because there's something you miss, and is the character is. You asked if it's the character is male, right?
What?
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 No, never mind.
What?
It's in the. I don't know if I'm gonna say this. I don't know if it's. I'm narrowing it too much.
Can I say mine because mine's better. Trust me. Can I say it?
Hey, it's your show.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Lou.
Okay. I was gonna say
Watch him spoil it.
the time he starts to use a gun is in the 3rd game.
Oh
They can
my
actually
God.
use a gun.
That's too
That's all.
much, Lou. You gave him.
No,
too
because
much.
I know where he was gonna go. He was gonna talk about the era. That's what I was gonna say. If I say the era,
Okay, is it I think that helps a lot. Is the character? So the character,
You gave too much. Lou.
does he climb? Does it run across buildings? Does he run across buildings?
He knows already.
Yes, he does.
Lou, you suck, man.
Hey, wait, don't worry. It could be a trick question. Don't worry about it. I mean, you got 6.
Nah.
Is the character based in like historic times?
Yeah, it is correct. This male character with hair,
Is it Ezio?
who rarely uses a gun because he uses it in the 3rd game. Thank you, Gracie. Okay, so
Is it Ezio?
yes, it is. It's Ezio Auditore.
Ezio.
That's correct.
Lou suck.
Applause. You know what? My hint was gonna be it's in the Ubisoft ecosystem. Would that
Yeah,
be
oh,
right?
see, there you go. I would have been.
The third game gave it. Third
Yeah,
game gave it
that
away
was
because of
awesome,
AC3.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
I was gonna say the hint. It is a Ubisoft character from the
Exactly. It would have nailed it already from Ubisoft character already with that.
Yeah,
Because he
Yeah.
uses guns barely.
Yeah, because
It's-
Rayman basically
mine was
doesn't have a
better.
mullet.
Exactly.
So there you go, guys. That was Adivina Jugador.
Oh, guess who?
Thank you very much for playing.
How will you translate that? Guess
And
who?
I'll perfect it.
Guess
I'll
who?
do it better. You can have more fun in Boricua's Gamecast. My podcast will have details later. So we're done, right, guys? Is it over?
All right, we're done. Yes,
It's
we're
time
ready.
to land the plane.
We're ready to land the plane, man. Boricua Star, man. Thank you for that trio. It was freaking awesome. We had a lot of fun, especially you gave me the hardest one because, like, oh yeah, it's a character in Smash Brothers. It's an animal. I'm like, God damn it, it's like 150 animals in freaking Smash.
Lou, yours
Oh my
wasn't
God.
that hard. You just
What?
You
Yours
didn't
wasn't,
ask, You
dude.
didn't ask the right questions.
Oh.
Sablo, no, Sablo. Yes, it was hard because when I mentioned animal and then I mentioned Nintendo,
It was
it's
what?
like, yes,
It was what?
Nintendo. I said animal. Don't be no, not like that. No. I mentioned animals and Nintendo.
But
and
the
Nintendo's got
questions were what?
150 What?
What was yours?
I don't remember. So either way, though,
Diddy Kong, right?
Diddy Kong, yes, Diddy
No,
Kong.
no,
said
but you
Donkey
said
Yeah, I said Donkey Kong. But if I
Why-
would have had more tries, I would have gotten Diddy Kong because I mean, it's got so many. Because when he says Smash Brothers, he didn't specify which Smash Brothers. Like, man, the old Smash Brothers.
But it was a Nintendo exclusive, so there's a lot of like There's, I mean,
Oof.
Snake appears, Simon
Snake
Belmont
appears.
appears.
I mean, there's a fox in the game. There's like a little pickle. I mean, there's everything is in the damn game. You
Game and
got
Watch.
Pikachu.
Oh, Game and Watch.
You
No,
got
no, no.
you even got Bulbasaur. You got all those guys, man. Oh my god, seriously, there's so many animals in Smash Brothers. But either way, though, Boricua Star, thank you for coming to the show, man. It was
Appreciate
a
it,
lot of
guys.
fun. Thank you for the trivia. It was freaking awesome. And
Nice.
hey, man, tell us where they can find you, sir.
Well, guys, I cannot write it on the program or whatever, in the system. So I got this podcast. It's about video games. It's a different take because it's more like a one-on-one. Usually, I get a different a person that it's related to video games. It may be a Twitch streamer. It could be maybe a developer. It could be a passionate person who loves video games and has a lot of stories. And it's called Boricua's Gamecast. Not your normal, typical podcast. It's Boricua's Gamecast. It's a refreshing, authentic, different type of game in the wonderful, magical world of video games. So you can look it up bajo Boricua's in plural Gamecast. Boricua's Gamecast. Of course, it's we're in Spotify if you want the audio version. We have my Twitch channel, but I'm mainly on the YouTube channel. I have to mention that I'm in the XBI English panel, but my podcast is fully Spanish. So you can tolerate Spanish, or you do understand Spanish, you can go there. If you know a little bit about gaming or a little bit of Spanish, or if you don't care, you can subscribe. You can help me. We're moving on. We're growing slowly, but and we're happy because we have sort of I would say a friendship and a merge with XBI, the Spanish version with Elvio, Eternal Shaddai, of course with Sour Blow and Crazy Louie and the guys, also Big Bloom, which I met him today. So we're always helping each other, and that's what it's all about, And specifically, what differentiates my podcast from other podcasts is that I have different segments. I have a segment that's called, and I'd say in Spanish, but I could say it in English. It's called Curiosidades del Gaming. It's basically curiosities of gaming. I'll tell you stuff that you didn't know about video games, different type of stories, why Mario is called Mario, how Sony PlayStation came up, different type of stories, how I met Tommy Tallarico, which is a famous guitarist, and he developed sounds on games. So I have a different lot of stories. I have a segment that on Curiosidades of the Gaming, of Doom, which the XBI guys were there. Elvio was there. Eternal Shaddai was there. And you also have a Prospect Game. It's another segment, which is a game that's being in development. And I expose that game and tell you why it's a prospect game. It's called Prospect Game because of something. I also have a segment that's called Gem of the Week, Gema de la Semana. And Gem of the Week is this type of game that probably passed you by or was underrated. It was not this AAA budget game. And I tell you why it has possibilities of you taking your time and just go play it. Of course, I have body news, of just gaming news. I have rumoreo, which is rumors of gaming, and I also have like the main theme of the day that we're always discussing games or things that are on the moment. So basically, I just resume it. Go share, follow if you like. Appreciate it. And my name's Joel Hill. Boricua Star, the star that always shines. O como dice en español, la estrella que siempre brilla. Oof, that was a long one.
All right. Thank you again, brother, for being part of the show. I mean, it was freaking fantastic having you on. Thank you so freaking much. And now, Big Boom, please tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Yeah, first of all, great show. Great to meet you, Boricua. I was I like that show. I like the game you played at the end there.
Yeah,
added a nice spice to the show. I like
that.
It's
we're incorporating a lot of stuff, so that's sort of something new that I do with the persons or people that come into my program. So
yeah, and nice to meet you. Happy it was a good show. We have talked a lot about had some fun discussions on the Game Pass stuff, which is something I'm sure we'll continue to develop going forward. But you guys can find me at YouTube, Plume Gaming, for my new show every morning, 8 a.m. And then also on Spotify, I'm on there now as well. So if you want to just listen to the audio version, then also can find me on X, of course, where sometimes interact, sometimes post stuff, sometimes make jokes. But that's 3 places you can find me.
All right. Now, Sour Blow, please tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
All right. Well, first of all, Boricua, again, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Had lots
appreciate
of
it.
fun. For those of you, best way to kind of explain his show is kind of like you listening to a radio show that has a whole bunch of different segments, and you have a very dynamic DJ there, like going over. It's super fun. He's very creative. You guys saw it with the game he came up at the end. So super fun. I left the link in the chat, so go ahead and feel free to follow. And I see we're like around 100 people. Most of them are in Twitter. Unfortunately, on Twitter, when I make a post, it doesn't go there. So if you can go to YouTube or our Twitch channel, go so you can go ahead and follow Boricua. He's a great person. Um,
That's me again with the sounds. So every sound you heard, it's just me messing with the stuff.
yeah, he loves sound effects. He definitely loves sound effects. Now, where can you find me? You can find me here Wednesday, sometimes Friday with the XBI and Espanol crew. And, I'm not going to take much longer. Lou, where can we find you?
Oh man, before I go, I gotta say, chat, you guys are freaking awesome. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for your super chats. Really appreciate it. You guys rocked. You guys again kept this in rocket and rolling. We had a lot of fun. And Sablo, I
Let's
gotta
join
say,
Discord. Let's join Discord.
and also join the Discord, guys. I mean, Sablo, can you please shout that Discord inside the chat so
Actually,
people can
it's
join
in
it?
the description,
Oh,
but
it's
I'm
in the
also
description. All
gonna put it
right.
here. Yep.
It's in there. And look, Silent Cypher sent you a message and I can't find it. And he says, in order for you to finish all those backlog video games, you should quit playing the damn Halo multiplayer and play a good game. That's what he said. So, yes, he took revenge on you, what you were saying. But hey, guys, where can you find the crazy ones? Simple and easy. You can find me on Twitter X at Crazy Louis Gaming. You can also find me on Tuesdays at the Double Barrel Gaming YouTube channel, Xbox Factor Podcast at noon. Every single morning at Good Morning with Crazy Louie. Like I said, I just watch out for my tweets. Watch out when I post it here on YouTube. That's where I'll jump in and start talking. And here, like always, Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET on Wednesdays with Sour Blow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And remember, let's go, let's rock, and let's play video games instead of bitching. Yes, let's have some fun. See you all next Wednesday, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, outro's playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off this live stream. On behalf of Xbox International, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you aboard next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, man. Good show, guys. Good show. It was rocking.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that was a great show. That was fun. I liked all the additional stuff that was thrown there, like the gameplay, and even the sound effects were good. And that game at the end was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Body.
Guys, listen. I gotta go walk the dog. The dog has been waiting for me to walk.
I gotta
she-
call my girlfriend. Probably she's.
and not only that, I had to eat something. I have not eaten.
Buddy,
What's
I also gotta tell you real quick before you go.
And-
Between us, your English is actually, I think, is better than Ecstasy. And Ecstasy had come a few times.
Yeah,
Which one?
your English is great. Your English is great. I don't.
Yeah, your English was pretty good.
I couldn't.
What
Yeah.
were you talking about? My English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm a little bit rusty, but yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
No,
Oh,
pretty good.
Sour, the Discord link was broken, so guys couldn't head in. But yeah, well, gotta tell them to sign. We gotta keep up promoting that. But anyways, guys, let me go take the dog for a walk before she